Game time, Brian. Your name's name that I gun. You need a way to the fire. Lady with hammer stills gunned in the living room. Just a mailbag full, delivering letters. Now I'm dropping that fuel from the 9 to 5 to the Cowboys grind. Turn my voice into a platform. Game time, Brian. Every snap, every play, break it all down. Blue and silver pride, yeah, I rep this town. From the news to the rumors, every hot debate. If it's Cowboys talk, man, I'm never late. They say America's team, yeah, the name holds weight. 5 rings deep, and we still chase it. No matter win or lose, I stay locked in. Every game day is game time again. Game time, Brian, put the star in the sky. Talking about the boys till the day I die. From the mail route grind to the YouTube fame. Now the whole world knows my name. Tune in, lock in, yeah, we going live. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we ride or die. Opinions fly, but the passion stays. Every day's game time. Press play. Dak takes the snap, Micah on the chase. Talking O-line, defense, who's making the plays? Trades, rumors, draft picks too. If it's Cowboys news, then you know I come through. No network scripts, just a fan with a voice. Doing this my way, yeah, that's my choice. Breaking it down for the real, no cap. If you're riding for the star, then you know where we at. They say America's team, yeah, the name holds weight. 5 rings deep and we still chase 8. No matter win or lose, I stay locked in. Every day and day, it's game time again. Yeah, top Brian, put the star in the sky. Talking about the boys till the day I die. From the mail rail grind to the YouTube fame. Now the whole world knows my name. Tune in, lock in, yeah, we going live. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we ride or die. Opinions fly, but the passion stays. Every day's game time. Press play. Leg nights, early mornings. Yeah, I built this up. Did it for the fans, never just for love. One video.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Finally home from my day. I was there at 5:45 this morning, so I am here. And we're joined by Hallie Pierce so far, it looks. How are you, Hallie? Yeah, I think we can hear you now. Talk now, Hallie. I didn't hear you.
I'm doing good.
Okay. So, we sit here, I don't know, what's today? Today's the 11th. That's right, 7-11. Today is 7-11. We sit here, geez, less than 2 weeks away from the start of training camp. Thank God, because we need to talk about actual football than Zoom calls and all this. But I'm glad Hallie is on because, again, I didn't talk to Hallie. Mark had called me earlier because I responded to his video since he didn't call me. Mark meant no ill will towards me, but, again, you know how that goes. It comes off a certain way. I got inundated by emails. So all is well. Momo reached out to me. Eagles Drew reached out to me. A lot of people reached out. Again, my only thing is when we do these live streams is that we need to come up with a system that works. Whereas I say the best way to do it, once we allow the Zoom call in, again, when we start it, right? When we started, it's only the 4 people and me and Phil. So that's a lot easier to deal with. And Hallie, I don't know if you know, but during the Zoom call, we could all hear each other pretty good.
Right.
We could all hear each other pretty good, but they can't. When you go
it
back
all
and,
goes together.
Yeah, when you go back and watch it, it's, and again, I say that not to be like poo-poo anybody, but really go back and listen. It looks like it's horrendous. And the whole idea at the end of the day is to have a good viewing experience, a good give and take. Listen, we're not going to agree with the Eagle fans. Okay. We've given a lot of respect to their Super Bowl. We know they have a very good team. We know that they're the mark to beat right now. They are, whether we like it or not. They're the mark. Can we meet the mark? Can they meet the mark? Because this is a new year, Hallie and Randy and Jesse. This is a new year. So
Some people.
not only do we have to meet the mark for the Cowboys, we need to, this is just not a slogan, but be the best you could be. Well, Dallas has to worry about themselves, but us as fans, we know what the deal is right now. We have an uphill battle, but I welcome the fight. But as it turns to the Zoom call, I think what we're going to have to do once we open it up, I don't know how many people are going to come in, and we had a lot of people, which I welcome. That's fine, but everybody must stay muted, and then I will say, okay, respond, Drew. I will. I won't leave anybody hanging. Just because we don't agree. It's supposed to be, if we can't do it the other way where somebody says something and it's not more than, 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. I don't know. We're not going to be like a political debate, Allie, but you get what I'm saying, And Momo apologized. He said, if I'm mad, the other thing I was upset with, just to clear this up and then move along, is that he decided to call Mark. And then Mark makes a video and everybody in the world took it a certain way except what Mark said he meant it by. So, and I said, Mark, I didn't appreciate it. All you had to do was pick up the phone and tell me what happened. Hallie more than handled herself. Hallie was not, there was a few things that were said, but it wasn't nothing directed really at Hallie. It was just the people talking over each other, and Momo got...
Going on? I just saw it just now.
See,
what the heck?
But you can't hear, just like when you start talking, Jesse, I think because you're on your cell phone, me and Hallie were emailing, I don't think you know when people are talking. It's not your fault, but I don't think you know. Delay. And Drew is the same way. And so, and Momo for that matter. Momo does it a lot. Momo talks and talks and talks.
Brian, I'm gonna leave and come back because I'm getting double feed. I'm hearing our conversation.
Well, you know what you got to do, Hallie?
You got
to mute the broadcast. That's what you got to do.
Oh, okay.
That should do it. But
okay,
other
how
than
do I do that?
Just go to the, if you're watching, are you watching it on YouTube?
Yeah, turn the volume down.
Just hit the mute on the YouTube channel itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on here.
I have the same problem, Al. Don't worry.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
I know Bobby tried to get in. So, Bobby, I know it takes you a couple times. Get in here, brother. But who's texting me? Bobby, no video game time. You guys.
Yeah, same thing here, Brian. I'm still seeing lunchtime chat.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this chat right there. No faces. And one thing too, Brian, I do apologize if I jump in like that. This is like
Are we live now?
Oh, it's Momo, but no, I still add
Momo, do you see Brian's chat or do you just see lunchtime chat?
I didn't see it when I came in there. It was blank. It just had people, Cowboys Nation. There was no pictures where everybody could see everybody up on here.
But you heard us though, right?
Well, yeah, I could hear you.
I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you, Brian. We just can't see you.
Well, I know you can, but could they on the actual broadcast? I guess they could. I don't know. I've never had that happen before. So, we're good now?
Well, you're still not on the TV. I have you on the TV plus where I'm talking and seeing you now, but I don't see any video of you on the TV.
I don't understand why.
Oh.
Can everybody
I
in the
hear
chat
you on
see
the
me?
TV. I just don't see you on the TV.
I see you on my phone, but I don't see you on the TV.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Oscar.
Hey, how's everybody doing? All this controversy,
pretty good.
I think it's hilarious that people are jumping on down my throat. I think it's funny. I think it's very hilarious.
I don't think it's funny because it was
And
Like
Ultra's
nobody.
still jumping on me in the chat. He welcome to jump on me. That's fine.
Well,
Everybody
because
want
you
to say
go
I'm
on the
running to
longest of
Mark.
rants, and you got mad at other people for doing what you do. That's
Well,
all.
Okay, no,
to be
it's
honest
okay.
with you,
I like to clarify something. And on my defense, how I felt. I felt when Drew, see, y'all missing what Drew said.
Okay, you're
Okay,
on now, Brian.
Yeah, I fixed it.
yep, you got it.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Go
that's
ahead,
okay.
Momo.
When
Sorry,
he
everybody.
said, when Holly was selling something, because Drew was going on and on, and she said one thing to him, and Drew said, "Don't talk to me as a such and such." That's when I said it was disrespectful. It's not the other stuff he said later on. That's when I won. That's where I left the chat. So me going to Mark, all
I don't
I
think
was
anybody
saying to
heard
Mark
that.
how Drew was disrespectful, and I don't like it.
Yeah, and then
That's
Mark
what I
made a
said, and
video.
Mark went said what he did. That he has his prerogative.
Okay,
He's
but
not a
then you
fan
don't
of
drop
Drew.
my name when you don't know what you're talking about because he said Brian.
I didn't drop
No,
nobody's
you said
name.
on Game Times channel, and then when Mark
Yeah,
did a
that's where I
video,
was at. Where I'm
and
going to
then
mention where I was
okay,
at.
well maybe nobody could hear that. Okay, yeah, between everybody talking over each other, nobody could hear it. So this is news to me that any of that was said. I doubt anybody in the chat could hear because everybody was talking over everybody. So
I
everybody's
got you.
going to be muted going forward, and then
Okay, fine.
and
I have no
then
problem with that.
I'm just saying that's what the problem is. How do you think I feel? I wake up, I got people texting me, and Mark's doing a video and says Momo called me, said that Hallie was offended when Hallie wasn't offended. Hallie was not offended. Hallie was upset that she couldn't get her word in, but she stuck up for herself just fine. But Hallie, I don't need to speak for you. Go ahead and talk to Momo.
Momo, I'm okay. I appreciate this is one thing I did when I wrote emailed, because I just wanted to get it cleared up. That I appreciate that you had my back, and not a lot of people do that. Mark has my back. I try to have his back. I had to try to have Game Time's back, and you know, it's just I'm putting it down as a total big misunderstanding because, and like I said, I apologized if I offended anybody, and I know
Hmm.
I didn't hear everything that was said. I
Yeah,
didn't hear
But do
I
you
everything
know what
Drew
know?
was
Momo's
saying.
saying, but
Yeah,
it's just
I
like
just I
Okay,
just didn't
okay.
hear.
Let me
I'm sorry
clarify
about that.
something. I will admit to something here. I do cut people off. I do overtalk. I do go to these long soliloquies. That's a problem. I'm going to curve as of today. So I realize I do that. So that ain't the problem. Y'all can throw back at me, but don't I don't I don't care when people come at me like people in the chat now just having me in comments. Y'all want to say I ran into Daddy Market? That's fine. I don't care. I didn't run to nobody because I'm a man's man. I can stand up for myself.
nobody said you ran.
I'll just say this though, Momo. I kind of thought it would have been cool for you to reach out to Game Time if there was a problem
Yeah, he goes
on
to
Game
Mark.
Time's channel. But when you go to Mark and then
I,
Mark,
You know what Mark said?
I thought that was ignorant and
I'm not going to tell you what
irresponsible on
Mark
Mark's
said. So
behalf on making
Clickbait.
a video without ever even being in the chat to know exactly what's going on.
right.
That was
And
clickbait, Rob.
that's
I'll
irresponsible and that's ignorant.
I'll leave Mark's
Momo, you got
comments.
your own channel. If you want to bitch behind someone
I
else's
don't I
back,
don't I don't
go make your own
I don't
videos,
need
bro.
I don't need anybody just coming down on me right now. I said what I said. That's how I
Well, you gotta reap
my
what you
perception,
sow.
stuff like so now you don't tag me, don't come at me. I'm just saying that's
Well,
how
you got
I
to
felt.
understand, Momo, when you go to Mark and Mark makes a video.
I didn't do who knows
I'm just telling you, that's why people are upset. You should understand that.
I
Folks,
understand why people
That's
upset,
all
but
we're saying.
don't put the veil and the vow come across
Well,
me.
again,
I did
do you want
what
me to like? Do you want me to send you
I
some of
heard
the
what I heard.
emails that I've got because you contacted Mark? Is that what
I
you?
didn't. Okay, fine.
Well, I'm
I
just
think we
saying.
need to get by this, guys. That's
Mhm.
Well,
It,
no,
it
this is
just
not
needs
that big
to.
a deal.
I want.
Let's
It's not, but I want to end it. So the only way to end it, Randy, is to talk about it.
Yeah, I understand, but I think we're going about it the wrong way. Listen, things happened the other night. I'll be honest with you. I was frustrated. I was almost ready to get off the stream
Again, I'm
because I
trying to.
couldn't hear anybody.
Right.
I mean, it was like you could hear a whole bunch of mumble and everybody was talking
Yep.
at once.
Yep.
And I was
Brandon,
more
that's
interested
why I
in
get
hearing
off
about what
after the first hour.
There we go.
do what?
This is what
That's
He
why
happens.
could
I
hear.
get out. You see me on both of my streams. I got out on the first hour, and then I sit back and just watch the chaos. I like the chaos.
I like it,
when I'm
but we
not on
can't.
there.
Look, yeah, I like it, but we can't talk over each other.
And
There's
I
a happy
wish
medium.
Mark was here to be able to have his side of it. We don't have his side
Well, I
of it
talked
right
to him.
now.
He's. I mean,
Is he okay
yeah, Mark's
with
fine.
it?
He just said I
Okay.
meant no
Fine.
disrespect to
He
you.
cries the blues and then says, "Oh, Eagles, this they're making fun of me," and then
Agreed.
next week he'll bring them back in with, "Oh, I Eagles suck," and I want all
Hey,
these
Rob,
fans
it's
here to
called
troll
clickbait.
me. That's
Called
what he
clickbait,
did.
Rob.
No, I agree.
that's,
I agree, but
You
he
got to
shouldn't
stop
act
talking over
victim.
each other again. You
He
got
shouldn't act like a
slow the
victim when he's
transition.
sitting there spitting it out. I mean, to me, when Mark sits there and bashes and then turn around, oh, I'm just here minding my own business, talking about, no, you're not, Mark, you're not. It's irresponsible for him to sit there and speak on anything that happened that live
But
stream
hold for a
if he
second,
wasn't
guys.
part of it.
Y'all hold on
He
for a
wasn't
second.
part
I
of it.
can't. Yeah.
Hold
called
up,
click-
especially when he don't even watch the videos. He needs to check
Exactly.
himself.
Check
It's
the
called
facts
clickbait.
before you
It's
make
called
make a
clickbait.
video.
Again.
No, I think we've acknowledged that, Jesse. I mean, it is clickbait,
If
but it's
Game Time's
irresponsible,
his
dude.
son, wouldn't he be checking up on his videos before making 15 videos and then just spitting clickbait? I'm done, guys. Yeah, come on, bro.
And then
Well, again,
it's demeaning
I mean,
to
I
sit there
dealt
and
with
call him
it.
son.
I'm
Oh,
not.
he's my son. They're like 5 years apart.
Yeah.
I mean, how demeaning is that? I mean, hey, that's my little brother. I've helped him along the way. I helped him with his channel and all that. That's the right way to handle it. But
I
to sit
told
there
him
and
that,
Rob,
say,
I
Rob.
agree with you.
See,
If
that's
it was
bullshit.
me and I had my son making a live stream on Wednesday night, I wouldn't make fucking 15 videos a day. Sorry for my language.
But again, Bobby, I don't care. Me and Mark are fine. And he said he meant no disrespect to me. That's just the way he is. Again, I know this annoys people, but again, I wouldn't be in YouTube if it wasn't for him. So, I have a certain amount of respect that I'm always going to keep. But me and him disagree a lot. We did in Dallas, and that's fun. But again, I don't really want to get into. I really do want to end it as far as talking about it going forward. When we have, a big Zoom call, I want to be able to have somebody in your mind. Just know that there's a delay. Anybody on a cell phone? Just know that there's a delay. So wait a little bit before you get back in the fray because we start talking over each other. He wanted to get Hallie. I'm glad she hopped on, just to let Momo know that Hallie did not, she handled herself fine. I mean, it is what it is.
She's a big girl. Hey, that's what football is about. You got to defend yourself.
But,
A woman's touch.
like if we keep talking over you know what I'm saying? If we keep talking over each other, just know that no disrespect to you guys, but it's a waste of my time. I'm up until midnight. I got to be up at 4:45, and we're all talking over each other, and the people aren't having a good time watching it. So, I don't mind letting you guys go on the actual Zoom call. Like my one Zoom call or whatever. But I do at least 3. I'll do like 2 lunchtime chats, and I'll do the Wednesday show. At least. So maybe the Wednesday show, I'll take out the Zoom call.
You're one of the only streamers that lets their fans in.
Well, that's
speak
what
their
I'm trying
mind.
to do.
That.
I could do a phone thing, but number one, it costs a lot of money to get an extra phone line put in, number one, which I'm not so much worried about that part of it. Then I need to have somebody logistically show me how to do it. But then I got to deal with all the crank calls. At least I know whoever's coming in here has an invite by me to come join. There's not going to be random people calling up saying whatever crazy nonsense that they want to say.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Ultra.
But Rob,
Yes, sir.
I just want to say again, I don't run to nobody, and I just want y'all to know I was just offended personally. That's what. Maybe I did should go to Brian. Went to Brian.
My thing
I
to
didn't
you
go
was
to Mark
Momo.
right away.
So you weren't offended.
End of the day, I said what I said. and I'm over it, and I guess we should be over it now.
Well, yeah, we're over
Well,
it.
Yeah. Oh,
can I
Mo,
Let's
I
respond to
agree
it
with
since
you.
he
Let's
said
let
that to
this
me?
go and let's move on with it.
all right. Let
Uh,
Rob respond.
Let it be
What it
about
is.
football.
Hey Momo,
Momo,
I hate the Commanders just as much now as I did yesterday, so it don't matter.
Anyway,
Momo, I
Rob,
don't
get
think
ahead and
you.
respond. Last words. Let Rob get
I
in.
don't think you had any ill intent, bro. I don't. I just think you probably called Mark, confided in Mark. I don't think there was any ill intent there. So I didn't take it like you random Mark saying, hey, and disparaging Brian at all. I don't think that was your intent at all. I'm more upset of how Mark makes a video without, for one, not being part of the live stream, so don't know the facts,
Because he makes 15 videos a
and
day.
not, and then not reach out to Brian. If Brian is his friend, he should have reached out to Brian and says, "Hey, bro, what happened?" But for
You
him
don't
just to be
care.
irresponsible and throw a video out there without knowing the facts, I'm more
I didn't know
upset
he
with
was going to
Mark
throw the
doing that.
video.
Well, I
Well,
know you didn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying is that I don't feel you had any ill intent when you spoke with Mark because you don't know what he was going to do. But that's just now you kind of know who to confide in and who not to, really, based off of these actions.
or just
Right?
That's right.
or tell Mark, yo, just between me and you. Good luck.
Right. Don't make 10 videos about
Well,
it.
I don't mind the
Yeah.
video, Rob, but here's the thing, because I talked to Mark. Me and Mark are totally fine. But my thing is, he used it as an opportunity to circle back on he wants everybody to get along. And I agree with him. I don't want toxicity. That's the last thing I want is toxicity. But we do have to allow people to express themselves as well. Like when me and Drew go at it, I apologize. But I could tell Momo right now, I have more to atone for than Drew. Yeah. And I mean this from a strictly a personal standpoint. I will use foul language when Drew never uses foul language. The only thing foul that comes out of Drew's mouth is him telling us how great the Eagles are. And we got to
Yeah.
and we have to deal with it. Me, I need to be better by not saying, "Oh, well, go ahead." I don't think I say it too much, but I'm sure I drop some foul language, and I shouldn't do that either. But he used it as an opportunity to double down, and then that's why, if you guys noticed, everything has a meaning, or at least I tried to. I opened up my video this morning with Dan Psilio
Yeah,
saying Mark is a eunuch. Okay,
Like, has
so
no
just go
condoning.
back and watch it. That's
I,
not
I
Game Time Brian's channel. And Momo, I don't want to hear that's joking and laughing. No, no, no. Go watch and go listen in and go watch the chat while Mark is on that show. It is vile, okay? But yet he continues to show up every Wednesday.
And
You do your own conclusions, okay? I'm not going to tell Mark how to like run his. He's been doing
it's
this.
all about views, Brian. Is what
He's
it
been
is.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm
what he told
sorry.
me. Okay,
No
and
Randy,
I
let
proof
the
just
is
want to
cat out
attached.
the
say
bag,
one
Momo.
thing,
No proof.
and I just
Yeah.
want to say one thing with Mark. No, he has a to me, I think he has a great heart,
He
and I
does.
know he does things before he thinks about. Because he did say in that video that he wanted his chats to be a safe place, especially for the Cowboy fans to go to.
Well, then you
And I
don't.
do see what he's
But
doing
then,
to Mark, but he's also doing it to Philly 500. If you notice that
but
too, he's
Hallie,
doing
Exactly. It's
it to him too.
hypocrisy.
but
And I don't
Hallie,
mean
I
to
walked into a
interrupt, Hallie.
hornet's nest. Hallie and Rob, I walked into a hornet's nest about 3 weeks ago. Me and Leo got into a heated argument, all
Mm,
because Mark called him and he called Mark before the live stream and said,
I remember
spice it
that.
up a little.
I just saw
Well,
that. Yeah.
what do you
Stand
think
up.
I'm going to do? I'm going to stick up for my team.
Right.
Okay.
And you
And I
should.
tell
Right.
this to
I
Drew
agree.
and I tell this to Rob. Rob is not as over the top with it as Drew is, but you don't think sorry, my landscaper's here if you hear some background music, but if you don't think that the last 29 years of not being in, a meaningful playoff game, only having 4
You're
playoff
going to be
wins,
pissed off.
it doesn't
No,
make me
don't
feel
feel
any
good.
better. But at the
Right.
same time, Bobby, I'm 50. I'll be 54 in 1 month. And Drew or anybody else ain't going to take away the memories from me. So, they are what they are. You could categorize it as, well, you didn't win it in this period of time. I don't care. I'm gonna be fine. I've said it and I mean it. I feel kind of dirty when I say I must have another Super Bowl. Yeah.
You can't go to the grave like that. Game time. Come on now.
Well, I would love
Sure you
another one,
can.
but
Sure you can.
I've seen
Okay.
5. Where
I
you've
Yeah,
know
seen
no,
that.
you
2,
guys had
Bobby.
a hell of a good run. You have a great team, Brian. It's just not your time right now. But I'm
That's
just
all
saying
it
that I have
is, and I'm
respect
good
that you
with
have
it.
5 rings.
Yeah.
You have
Oh,
5 rings, and I respect that. You
so
Hey,
got more than
listen,
we do.
listen, guys.
It's just,
I'll say this much: you could be 29 years old and never seen a Super Bowl winner. I mean,
Like Minnesota.
I've seen all the Super Bowls but 2 Super Bowls together. So I tell you how old I am. But
but do
for
you
people
see?
that have
Yeah.
never had a team win a Super Bowl, I
right.
feel for them because
Do you-
they
well,
don't know
that's
what it
why I
feels
said I
like.
feel dirty because you got 12 teams who will never have gotten to one. All due respect to the
Yes.
Detroit Lions, you want to talk about choke? The, like the last thing you need to worry about is Dallas choking because I mean I get it. We've seen it recently. All right, but okay, maybe 2 of those teams they should have did a long run. I would say, and we did not. But as a fan, I feel kind of like okay, you know. But at the same time, do I not like? Start off every chat by saying, "This is where the Eagles are. This is where Dallas." I mean, I just don't know what else
No,
I
game
could
time. I
do.
get that.
There's
You
nothing
have
else
to
you need
have
to do.
hype this year. You brought in Pickens. You got an offensive guard. Your offense is looking good. The defense is in question for sure, but you have to have that mindset every year that
You
hey,
know,
we're gonna win
and like
fucking
Drew
Super
says,
Bowl.
he wants him. I don't know that he wants me, but he would like me to stand on it more and say, "I think this. I think Dallas." Okay, so I could do that. I'm not saying that probably would help the channel if I stood up and said, "I think Dallas is the best team in the division." Do I think so? No, I don't.
Mhm.
I mean, do you want me to lie to you? I don't think Hallie. Do you think right now Dallas is the best team in the division? Honestly,
No,
I
no.
mean,
They got a lot of work to do.
but I think the sky's the limit. Isn't that fair to
Mhm.
say?
And
Yeah,
I'm
your offense
hoping,
is
oh, I'm
great.
sorry.
I know
I'm
Hallie. Yeah, you
hoping
go,
ones
Hallie.
that we got, especially for the defense side, are like one man's trash is another person's treasure. And it's going to be like, oh, I wish they did that for us when they were on our team. I'm hoping some kind of situation like that happens with
Yeah,
one or two of the
yeah,
players.
yeah. And
And they
again,
can. You could
yeah,
have
Yeah,
because
look at
we
Zach
had
Bond.
Zach
Look at
Bond.
Zach
Yeah,
Bond.
Zach Bond.
Hmm.
Holly,
Exactly.
you're absolutely right.
Yep.
Look at
You
Zach
just
Bond.
don't know.
He stumbled into a Super Bowl.
What?
well,
Well, he's also
Um,
a first team All Pro,
he
where
put
he
it the
was
True.
a
work in.
special teamer in New Orleans, and
He
he's
went
a
to he
first team
went to
All
the
Pro.
right team. He went to the
Hmm.
right team, Rob.
And that could happen
um,
for Dallas. It
I
could
don't
happen
know
even with
why
New
we
York.
even
You never
discussing
know.
this anyway, because we all know Washington can win this division.
There
Why
you
are we
go,
talking?
Momo.
Exactly.
There
Wonderful
you go.
They
dreamer,
probably
Mama, that's how
are.
wonderful
you start stuff.
dream.
See, but guys, you got like when he says something, you can't have 5 people chime in. Just pause and
Yeah,
see if somebody's talking. You know, we're going right back into it.
sorry.
No, I'm
Sorry,
not
sir.
My
talking to you,
bad.
Hallie. It was like because I know like Jesse does it a lot. He'll just start saying stuff, but you're cutting. You know, you gotta just wait a second and then see if
Hmm.
Okay,
somebody's
okay.
talking. And it's not just you, Jesse. It's everybody. I'm just saying it. We could hear each other in the Zoom call, but that just got ugly there. And the other night it was times 10. So
Well,
there's
I'm
a
glad
happy
I
medium,
didn't
is what
show
we're
up.
Yeah,
saying.
my bad.
So don't
I'm
don't
not.
hate on my team
No,
if you can't handle the truth.
The
but
truth
Oh,
is your
Momo.
guy's expecting any day now, and the maternity people are getting him ready.
Can
So,
uh
Oh,
can I can I can, I-
So,
they got the stirrups ready.
can I rebuke that statement? I think Patrick Mahomes bigger than Debo, so he must be he's 7 months pregnant.
Oh,
I'll be back in a half hour when Momo's done.
Now, have you seen Patrick Mahomes? Everybody,
I seen him in an interview
no.
with Kay Adams the other day, but he looks pretty
Since he was
thin.
what?
His hair is cut.
Hey,
he look like it looks like he ain't missed no Happy Meals the last 6 months.
hey, Momo. Are you gonna be the godfather of Debo's kid?
Yes, I am. I'm the Godfather.
So
Oh
are they
shoot!
naming one after you?
Yes.
Little Mo.
Little
Momo
Mo.
Samuels.
No, he's gonna be little Stephen A. Smith.
No, Little Mo might.
I will say this: I think a lot of our problems right now is we're to the point now. We've talked everything. I mean, up, down, sideways, and around. We really want live football in front of us, and we
Amen.
want something to talk about. That's what we really want.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So I think we got a really good division. I mean, when Dan Quinn went to Washington, my boy's a Washington fan. And I love football, NFL in general. I can watch any game. But when I saw Dan Quinn, then he picked up that rookie, from LSU. I was like, man, they're gonna do a run. But I didn't expect a run like that. I mean,
Hey,
that kid
Mark.
is good, and I got to give it to the Washington. They're doing a great job. I was a little upset that we lost Dan Quinn. I wish he would have became our coach, but things
Hey, Rock.
happen. With Jerry and them. You know what I'm talking about. But
Hey,
what I'm trying to say is we got a great division. The only one is Jesse's. You got to step it up with the Giants.
we're
But
getting
other
there.
than that, our division is really good. It's going to be a hard one, hard fought, but it's back to the trenches and do what we got to do. That's it.
Hey, Rock, I have a
Yeah.
question. What do you
What
think?
up?
What do you think about Kingsbury, OC over there?
My who?
No, I'm talking about Washington. Their OC, Kingsbury.
Oh, Kingsbury. When I saw him in college, he was with the Texas Tech. I thought he was a really good coach. When he
Hmm.
went to Arizona, he was all right, but then you got that quarterback, that he wants to do his own thing. I don't know if you guys knew he loved playing video games, that they had to do a contract for him to be like, listen, no more video games, all about NFL. But anyways, Kingsbury is a good coach, like an offensive coordinator, yes. I mean, that guy, I told my boy that, and he didn't even know. I was like, bro, I know a little bit, what you got, and you guys gonna do good. And he was kind of like, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I was like, bro, I'm telling you. But anyways, yes, that's a good guy. That's a good coach.
What's up, loyal cowboy? How are you, brother?
Listening to everybody, what's going on?
Not
But
man.
letting everybody talk.
Yeah, I just had
Yeah,
to get that out of the way. Me and Mark.
No,
I don't
I
know what
it's all
mean,
good.
happened. So
again, it's just ridiculous. We need to be
Nothing
better.
really happened. It was just miscue communication. People
another
passionate
thing,
about their teams, and I
yeah,
respect
It
that.
it was more
Momo's
about
passionate about his team,
listen.
passionate about our team.
It was
You know,
more about not mute, just not to stop talking. I
so
mean,
game
again,
time, you have to just mute them. That's it.
well,
Continue to mute them.
I know I don't like doing that. I would say maybe, like I know it's probably hard on your cell phones, right, guys? I don't know. I haven't joined a live stream on my cell phone like this.
It
That
can
must.
be a
I'm
handful.
in cell phone. Yeah.
So how hard is it to mute yourself? You
So
know.
Well,
you just
the
gotta.
hardest thing that I find is when you have anybody say, "Hey, it's been 30 years and blah 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 blah," and I already know that, and they've said it 10 times in an hour. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't need to be reminded. I know who the best team in this division is right now. I'm not stupid. Okay,
but it
so you don't
changes.
need to just keep rubbing it in and rubbing it in. I understand y'all are the champions, but let it go a little bit. I mean, give a little. I mean, we are starting a new season.
I don't even care
Just be
about
a little
that.
respectful.
Mhm.
I don't even care about that,
My
Randy. I
apologies,
just
Randy, if I do that, didn't
no.
mean to
I
cut
don't
you
even.
No,
off.
no, I'm
My
not talking
apologies.
about you, Rob.
I don't even think that's the problem for me, Randy. I think the problem is for me is that when we're in the season of optimism, right? And it's just like there's no yeah, we don't know. Again, every year. I mean, again, Dallas last year was kind of an anomaly. What I am curious to see, and as we look forward, what I'm curious to see is how does Dak Prescott play? Because to Drew's
Uh-huh.
point and to Rob's point, he was not playing good before the injury. Now, we've seen this before. We've
Mhm.
gotten into heated arguments. Well, he's bounced back. You remember the year prior and all that. But at the end of the day, the last time we saw Dak Prescott, he wasn't looking good. So am I wrong in saying that that's a hurdle that we have to see first? We need to see him
No, you're
play
exactly
really
right.
good.
You're right.
Because what happened was last year, if everybody really remembers, New Orleans went up and down the field
What's up,
on us,
Chiz Cowboys?
and we couldn't keep up with them.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but that is a little bit of Dak's problem. It's a lot of the defensive problem. But I believe that we weren't as good as we thought we were last year. That's the thing.
Uh,
And
We
and,
knew
and
that.
Another thing you got to blame too is the coaching.
I agree with you 100%.
Mhm.
That coaching staff shouldn't have been there. I'm sorry, but after Green Bay, we should have fired their ass. I'm
I've said it
sorry.
before and I said it
Mhm.
again. When Dan Quinn left, our defense
Mm-hmm.
died.
Yeah.
Even before our injuries, the defense, the morale, the
You can
culture
see
was
you can
gone.
see it in the players. It looked
You
like
can
Yes.
they
see it
got
in the
punched in the
players.
gut.
It,
Yep.
you
They
could see.
didn't really
For
buy. They
whatever
weren't buying into
reason.
Mike McCarthy. They just
Mhm.
For
were.
whatever reason, though, when you go back to Dan Quinn, for whatever reason, that Green Bay game, and I'm not here to throw Dan Quinn the whole blame, because I feel like the team didn't do enough for him. We hear the stories, right? And I don't want to be negative today, but we're you brought up something. Yeah, I mean Dan Quinn, he was tailing off, but was he tailing off because the team wasn't giving him the players that he needed? Remember,
I think so.
like the
Well,
I
Bobby
he had
think. Well, he
Wagner.
coach.
said it in his exit interview. He said that Jerry Jones and Catboy didn't have no urgency in getting players in there.
And what was the first thing he
And the
said?
head coach Doyle.
What was the first
And
thing he
what did he
said?
do? As soon as he went to Washington, he just started signing
Yes.
players left and
And
right.
what did he
Mm-hmm.
say at
Yeah.
his inaugural press conference? What did he say? He
He
said,
wasn't going anywhere with Ellis.
no, but he said he's glad to be with a franchise with a win now mentality. Right? Like this is what we talk about with Dallas. Dallas has been in a mode. And Hallie, if you're here, or no, Hallie's not here. But I'm trying to keep everybody. So, like, if you see me do that, guys, that's I'm trying to reach out to somebody that I haven't heard from, so I get everybody involved. I'm not trying to cut anybody off. So if I say Randy McIntyre, this is, what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do. But anyway,
He's back.
yeah. So
Well, Brian, the thing is, Jerry
And then
makes
Bobby
money
Jones.
whether they win or lose. So
That's the problem.
what's
It's
that?
about money with them.
Well, I don't.
he makes
Again, I
money
don't think
whether they win or lose.
they want to win, and they put money
I
out.
know the fans want to win.
They don't
but
go.
Jerry
Oh, that's what I
doesn't
was
care.
saying. That's what I was saying, Bobby. And I'm gonna ask Callie since she's back. My thing is this: when you go back to what Loyal said regarding Dan Quinn and the first thing he said when he got to Dallas, I think where Dallas has come up short has been in the pro personnel department, and I think Randy and Hallie first. We'll go Hallie then Randy. I think that, in my humble opinion, that Dallas is still doing it again this year. As much as they've done, we see a blinking red light at defensive tackle, right? I know we went and got a
Still
rookie.
do.
I know we got a rookie, and I know that we got I know that we have Mozzie, right? He's not the greatest, but so I'm not gonna hold my breath. And we have other guys, people. We do have other guys, but Hallie, you go first. Do you think that the Cowboys have let everybody down? Because they've drafted rather well. Yeah, I get it. Not every year. They haven't hit a home run every year. But more often than not, they are finding Pro Bowlers / all pros in these drafts. If you can find one or two of those every draft, that's a beautiful thing. So, Hallie, go ahead. I mean, what do you think has been lacking?
Well, of course, defensive tackle and cornerback situation
Agreed.
to fill in with while Diggs and
Bland.
Chevelle and all of them are gone.
Yes, yes.
They, and I saw some kind of, and I can't even remember who the guy's name or where he's from, but a 31-year-old that
What's up, angry Cowboy fan?
was supposed to be doing really good, but of course, they don't have nothing to talk about, so they're going to be putting out rumors, stuff like that. But
Chris
I think what the
Wise.
Cowboys did, when you think about it, is they did enough for us to make us feel better, to try to make us feel better. But maybe doing the same thing, I don't know. But I am feeling a lot better that they did get ones from free agency instead of just the draft.
And Randy, to counter to follow up what Hallie said, we have been. This goes back to what Loyal Cowboy was saying, right? We were basically, and I will say, this is what separates. Again, I don't think it's very much, everybody. I don't think it's as much as people think. This is what separates some organizations where Dallas is good. We love all the young players. I love Savon Ravel. But right now, why do you want to wait and see? Don't you want to see? What do you want to see, Randy? Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be honest with you. I love the Pickens pickup, But here's what I would have done. I would have went to Tennessee and said, I want Jeffrey Simmons to fix this defensive line because we haven't stopped a freaking leak in water the last 5 years. And if you put an all pro in that position, along with Odigizua, and now the edges that we have now, you're talking about a defense. The backfield, the defensive backs can be a little bit lighter because they're going to be putting pressure on the quarterback and the run. And that's how you stop a team. I'm sorry, we haven't done enough this year. We've got the money to spend the damn money.
And I think
Let's
we're
go out
close.
and get an all pro.
I think we're close. That's the so frustrating part. And people say, well, how do you think you're close? You won 7 games. Okay, I know what you guys are saying. But we think we are, even if we're not close, right? Even if in reality we aren't as close as we think, right? Why wouldn't you want to put just throw everything at it? It's not like you don't have cap room. You're going to gain cap room after you sign Micah. Okay, you're going to sign Tyler Smith, and you're probably going to gain in that contract in the first year as well.
What if you pick up Jeffrey Simmons? You push the middle on defense,
and you know what
if
that
you push
does,
up
Randy?
the middle,
But
and that disrupts the
Go ahead.
quarterback.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I've been saying this. I mean, yeah, we can have all the superstars in the world, but if we don't have the coaches and we don't have the culture and we don't have the attitude, it don't mean nothing. And that's what we need to work on is our culture, our attitude,
our
approach to the game.
It's funny you bring up culture.
Gilmore for $5 million right now. Why?
They'll be like
What's up,
LeBron
Virus?
James and
What's
say,
up, brother?
this guy sucks, send him out. I want this guy. No, we need to build our culture up, build a foundation up, and build a system that works.
Are you saying that Dracula's a good coach?
I think you get the right players in there that have the right attitude, that are buying into the coach.
Are you saying that Dracula's a good
Not
coach?
a lot, but it's our cheapest TV pack.
He had a lot of
Yeah,
talent.
I gotta find out what's going on.
Oh.
I'll call them up.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have you set up where you.
I got to
Brian,
mute
mute
Momo.
him.
He's talking to Comcast.
But don't you think Dallas, if we got the right player, that could change the whole
Didn't I
season?
just say
Go
that?
for it right now. Don't wait till next year or the year after because you don't know what's going to happen. Go for it right now
Well,
when you
that's
got the
why-
money to do it.
That's why I told the Eagles last year. Not that I had anything to do with it, because I didn't. But I remember Bobby. I was telling Bobby. That's who it was. I was telling Bobby. I'm like, Bobby, because he was talking about this year being the year. I'm like, Bobby, you guys are playing well. You have the potential. And this is before midway. I'm like, worry about this year. Because you never know when the damn injury year or some stupid BS hits you. And what did they do? They locked in. And they ran for,
I didn't believe game time, and you made me believe.
I told you to lock in. I put my money where my mouth was throughout the playoffs, as well as Randy.
And you won
You
in the
became a
Super
rich man
Bowl.
because of
Again, listen, does that make it better? You damn right it does.
Other straight
Yes, it
lock.
does.
You
You
want
damn
that
right it
again?
does. I won $2,500.
I
off
won
of the birds.
$3,000.
Thanks, Lou Branch. Blue Branch hates me to this day because of
Take
it.
it easy, Momo.
See you, buddy.
So what's that tell you, game time? This is our year because I was a year away, right?
Randy, I would have to disagree with what you're saying though, as far as it starts right now. I kind of disagree with that statement.
What's that?
When Randy said that, that you have to do something now. Actually, I think where Dallas is lacking, and what Hallie was saying is exactly right, is that I think the Joneses did enough to try to appease the fans, but not enough to go over the top when it comes to being true Super Bowl contenders. I think instead of starting now, you guys have to be first or second week shoppers in free agency. You have to get you guys, to get that Simmons or a player like him, you have to shop that first week or second week before
Well,
all
that would be a trade, but yeah, I get it.
Well, here's how to get to Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. You got to humble them. They're right now. They feel like they're on top of the world, and they are.
I don't think
They
that they do
own-
at this point.
The Green Bay
They
model
own the
isn't humbling
team.
enough.
They own the team. Like a lot of other teams, they have to lease their stadium through the
But
city or whatever.
Another thing that they do
Loyal,
that hurts
real
us.
quick.
Go
Real
ahead.
quick. Why not bring in Gilmore and a Simmons? And if it doesn't work, just like the Eagles brought in Huff, if it doesn't work, then who cares, right? You lose a
I
little bit.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree, Bobby.
And you still
Because they're
got that
set in their
guy.
ways and they need to change their ways.
You
Jerry
still got
Jones
that guy
first,
from Pittsburgh.
when Jerry Jones first bought the Dallas Cowboys, he was hungry. He was hungry. He had a game plan. He had a vision. He was sitting there in the oil
for the
field. He was
devil,
like,
Loyal.
you know
For
what? I'm
that
going to buy
third
this
Super
team
Bowl,
and I'm
you
going to do
know
this and that. That Jerry Jones died a long time ago.
Loyal, you don't think they were humbled after the Green Bay loss?
Yeah, I think they're humble.
No. I think the
Shit, I
fans
mean, how
were
could you not
and the
be
players
humbled?
were, but I don't think Jerry and Stephen Jones were. All they care about is money.
Well,
Then they
If you
they're
take
still not
money away
humbled.
from them, that's how you get to them. Is you
I
take
agree with
money
you,
away
Loyal.
from them.
A huge thing that they do
Because
that
they're
helps-
making money
They don't
regardless
care if they lose.
of if their team goes
Well, I
0 and
agree.
100. They don't care. They won.
I would
In
say
their mind,
this.
they've won because they've made money.
I would say this. I would say that so far in this offseason, we have not. Again, I know. I mean, nobody's going. Everybody's going to. Not everybody. Some people are going to poo-poo this, and the proof's in the pudding. And I agree, but the whole offseason, we've seen a different attitude. We've seen different people. I would say Stephen Jones has taken more of a forefront. Jerry has taken a back seat. Again, just
Can I say something game time and then I'll be quiet? So here's how you got to kind of look at it. If you let's say you go out to eat somewhere, you go to the mom and pop restaurant, you're probably gonna get the best food you've ever had because they want to grow. You go to that place like McDonald's or somebody like that that's been around for thousands of years, they don't give a crap. They're gonna give you what you want and they don't care.
They're too
And that's
big to
kind of
fail.
how it is. Jerry
Yes.
Jones is like McDonald's right now. He's way up there.
But again,
He's not the small business anymore trying to get customers.
I think he is humbled, and I'll give you a couple points. More, I would say over the years, he has been never as mean as he's been lately and quick. So much so last year that he basically threatened a local radio host of the Fan, one of the guys on the Fan.
Try to get him fired. Yeah.
Basically said, "You work for me. Maybe I won't be talking to you next time." Okay, and then he goes to Philly, right? Remember, he's doing the, like Philly and Eagles fans are, and I was so
Plowing on
happy
him.
to see it.
Yeah.
Eagle fans are saying, "Thank you so much, Jerry. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing." And he was so in his own world until somebody told him, "They're not laughing with you, Jerry. They're laughing at you." Okay? They're laughing at you because you make everything about you. And he's entitled to that, but that and winning do not go hand in hand. So I think what we've seen, Will McClay has signed a 5-year deal. That's a pretty drastic change under the circumstances. And they allowed him to take part, I keep saying it, in all the interviews for head coach. Stephen Jones now has co-owner next to his name. You start adding all this information, the conclusion that I'm coming out with is that behind the scenes, where it counts is where it changes. Now, again, when Dallas loses a game, it's going to be magnified when the first person you hear is Jerry Jones, because I don't think that's
Brian,
changing.
Can I say something? What
Yes.
hurts us a lot is every year they do it, is that they procrastinate paying the players, and then we end up paying even more. So that eliminates
think
us
that's-
from picking up, other players instead of just sign them, give them the money what they want, and just suck it up. Go
Well,
and
it's
then
also
And
good
along
for
with that,
morale.
Marcus, is
It's good
agents.
for morale.
These agents are trying to get these players' ears. No, you need to ask for this, this, and this, because at the end of the day, they want to get paid.
Well,
Yeah, but
Jerry's
even if
trying
they
to- Jerry's trying
they
to
send
sign
that
Michael
One at a
Viola.
time.
I mean, come on, that doesn't work anymore. Come on, bro, really?
All right, Rock,
You
go
have
ahead.
to go through an agent.
Well, I
But
mean,
even if
And
they
you think
if they
Stephen
ask for the
Jones
money,
is
right?
the answer for Jerry Jones? I'm
Rock,
sorry.
then Rob. Rock, then Rob. Go ahead, Rock.
So even if they ask for the money, right, and we try to negotiate, okay, I get it. In the long run, we end up spending more. So it's just like it's not making sense. It's like all of a sudden someone else in a different team gets paid more. Oh no, you know what? Never mind. I want this now. It's like, what are you doing? Now we can't use our money nowhere else now.
Rob?
Go ahead, Rob.
I mean, exactly. Someone just mentioned it as far as paying the players. I mean, to me, with that extra money that Randy just mentioned, I mean, for one, I would have had Micah done before the start of free agency, and therefore he's locked up. And at the start of free agency, you could go out there and get a blue chip player out there that could fill in the holes of defensive tackle or corner or a legit running back, because Javonte's coming off a torn ACL. Two, if you have that money and you're not out shopping,
get in here, virus. Get in here.
Sign your players. They should already be talking to Tyler Smith already about extending. They should already have Micah wrapped up. And again, I'm not trying to glory about the Eagles, but
they need to be proactive.
That's what Howie does. Howie's over there taking care of players a year early to sign them cheaper deals, therefore not waiting at the end, which hurts the salary cap. So
if Stephen Jones is taking over,
now who wanted to talk next?
Right now,
me.
When you Micah not signed, and that's your future you're looking for? Bullshit. He needs to go too.
All right, Jesse, get in there.
Fucking team.
Well, you guys talk about your owners and all that, and Vinny just made a point. You talking about bad ownership? Look at the Jets. Vinny made a point. Look at the Jets.
No, I think Washington had the worst.
Well, now it's the Jets.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, if you're going to be successful, you go to everybody. We all work. Most of us do, or we have. If you go to work, you want to plan your day out. You want to get things in line. You don't want to just do things on the fly. You want to have a plan together. You want to have a plan of, okay, this player's coming up. This and this is coming up. Then things are going to run smoother. If you just wait till the last minute and say, oh, by the way, can you work today? What do you think people are going to say? No. I mean, and that's what the Joneses need to do. They need to be more prioritized. Like Rob said, they need to say, okay, Tyler Smith's up next. His contract's coming up. Let's start working on that.
Loyal, how many memes and you guys make fun of
Who did I say was next?
Already,
Loyal?
and you know he's going to take over
Bobby
the team.
Johnson. Go ahead, Loyal.
No, I already proved my point.
Okay,
I just said that they
Like
need
to
to
say
prioritize and get things
Go ahead,
going
Randy.
before they.
Okay, what I want to say is, if they
We're
were
getting it.
If they were truly worried about winning, when we were 12-5, them 3 years, we would have went out and signed players during them seasons, whether it's at trade deadline or whatever. And we didn't sign shit. Okay, so y'all can say whatever you want about Jerry Jones and them. They don't want to win too damn bad. I think it is about money, and I thought since Jerry has gotten older, he took a chance on buying the Cowboys, and therefore when they started winning, and he started pulling all that money in, he didn't care as much about winning. He saw the green coming in, and that changed him big time.
Randy, you're absolutely right. He gets the green whether they win or lose. That's the problem.
That's it, and he can't be held accountable. How do you hold an owner accountable that's actually been the GM since the last 20 years?
He makes money, win or lose.
Let me respond, Bobby. Let me respond to what Rob. I don't know who said it at this point, but no, about the. Oh, no, Rob. It was Rob's comment. I agree. You know how frustrated I am them not addressing the contracts early enough. But I don't think, again, there comes times just in your team. Some years you just can't be active just by the time. And this all goes back down to the GM, the player personnel. Maybe not the GM, because in our case, our GM on paper is still Jerry, but I think we all know Steven is doing the contracts. When you have all the contracts or a lot of them expiring on the same year, then that could be a problem, which is why last year was always going to be a thin year, meaning, yeah, your top end talent is talented, right? But if you suffer any sort of injuries, those injuries are going to be magnified because the guy you got coming in behind you ain't as good as it was. See, they blew it the year before, and Jerry got his panties in a bunch because the year before they were deep. Remember, this was the year that Dante Fowler followed Quinn along with Dorrance Armstrong. They were so deep that year, and we choked after Eagles gave us a division on a platter in the playoffs. So Jerry had his panties in a bunch last year, and it was already going to be thin if we had any sort of injuries. But I think as much as Rob's saying, and I agree, I want the deals done ahead of time. You have to know, guys and ladies, you have to know what players that you want to move forward with beyond their first contract. You have to identify that early. Unfortunately, you can't wait till year 5. If you're a first round pick, you got to know by year 3 whether you're going to bring that player back. And they have not done a good job with that, in my opinion. But at the end, I don't think it's hurt us at all, really, because they're still looking at almost 40 million under. We're going to be like close to 50 million under the cap. You're going to sign Tyler Smith. The first year, you're going to save more money. Everybody forgets he was a first-round draft pick. So he has a decent amount of guarantees in his deal. So,
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
He deserves the money.
So when you re-signed Dak, did you save money?
No.
Did it free up any salary cap?
Yeah. Well, yeah, last year it did. Yeah, it freed up over 20-something million. Yeah.
Right, exactly, 20-something million, right?
Yeah.
Okay, isn't that Derrick Henry right there? If you would have signed him back in March.
Well, didn't I lead off by saying I think that's the issue, right?
I'm agreeing with you. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I'm
just saying, as much as I agree with you, Rob, I don't think that stopped him, because Derrick Henry would have been
negligent.
I know, but I think Derrick Henry last year would have been putting lipstick on a pig. I think would it have brought us a couple more games?
If you'd have signed him to 3 years,
yeah.
How good would he be this year with you?
I agree with that. That's a great point. But what I was getting at is, even by them doing that, there's still plenty. There's always money. You know what I mean? There's always money. That's all.
There's always money,
at.
and you could free that up. But let's say, because I know they were saying last year the lack of activity is because they didn't have any money. Well, they freed up money to sign Dak, but if they would have signed him back in February instead of in September, there's Derrick Henry. There's the money.
Thank you. That's my whole point.
But they didn't want Derrick Henry.
That would have been the shift changing thing. That who knows how the season could have played out last year, or how it would play out this year.
I want to know.
Gary said he wouldn't have helped the team either way.
I don't.
Okay,
but with Rob, I think this year, yes, I think you're right. This year, we would be looking. How would you guys like Derrick Henry with Jaden Blue? Now you're
exactly.
Now you know what I mean. So I agree with that. I was just saying, even with all the f-ups, Rob, that they're doing with contracts, they're still well under the cap, and they're still. You know what I mean? It's only a number. Like I always get on Kid Cowboy, who I see in the chat. What's up, man? How you doing? But I always break his stones because we go back and forth, and it's fun. But there's always money. You can always create money. Dallas, as much as Dallas gets crapped on these days, Dallas is the one that started this whole void year thing. The Eagles have just perfected it, and now Dallas is starting to do it again. Dallas has done it with their last 3 contracts. The NFL is getting upset at the Eagles and Dallas. That's what's going on now, because
after the Bryce Huff thing, don't you think Dallas would just bring as many people in as you can? And if they fail, who cares, right?
I really think that. Yeah, I think they try, but
I think that's a league setting.
They still got JJ Watt floating around,
but he's not going nowhere. But I hear what you're saying, Jesse. But my point is, and I'll make it quick and I'll let everybody talk. But like, my point is, they're still in position to do everything they want to do. It's just, if they come up a little short, right? Let's say you go into the playoffs, and let's say that their rookie defensive tackle, Jay Toia, let's say he's a beast, Rob. Let's say Jay Toia is everything that we want, right? He's getting 4 sacks, which for a one tech, you don't get a lot of sacks, right? Let's say he gets 4 sacks. He's collapsing the pocket. He's stopping the run, right? And let's say he gets hurt in week 15 and he's out. And we have nobody behind him that can do that same thing. I just feel like we could use another piece there. That would be annoying. Sure. That's kind of where I'm at.
Quarterbacks and defensive tackles are your main points right now, I think. I was talking to Law Nation on his stream earlier, and I said, hey, I love your streams in the offseason.
Two-timing me.
Camp every year. What are you looking for? Are you looking for D tackles and cornerbacks? And he says, no, I'm looking for running backs and offensive tackles. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting point. So he's on the other side of the ball, which you have more weapons on there, He's not even worried about defense, so
It
well,
may be who they got as running backs and wide receivers that may be what's bothering him. You never
well,
know.
Pickens is great. I mean, you can't argue with that. I mean, Pickens
No.
is definitely great. Their running backs, they have a lot of guys that have split carries and they average 3.6 yards in their career on a high. So, I mean, I'm just saying you have a running back coach, right? So, if I'm a running back coach and you bring in Pickens, I don't care if you're a running coach. I'm going to pass the ball. I don't care. You have Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. I'm passing the damn ball all year long. And if that doesn't work, then you go to the run. And maybe you can pick up somebody that is available, you know. But right now, they need to stack that defense. They need to pick up Gilmore, Simmons, everyone they can. That's a free agent on defense and stack that defense.
What's up,
and
Dirty
get it. Who knows
Sanchez?
who's going to work there, right?
What's up, Joe Tranchina? Joe
Yeah, but Bob,
Tranchina
I
in
mean,
Italy.
if they got
What's up,
if
brother?
they got a decent offensive line. Why not use the running backs? They haven't before.
YouTube J Capilot. What's up, brother?
What offensive line?
The Dallas offensive line. Why wouldn't they use their running backs?
Well, it depends on how good
Their
they
tackles
are.
are in question
Again.
right
Exactly
now.
what I'm saying.
Their
There's some
tackles
question
are
marks.
in
Who do we
question.
lose?
BB's great, and Steele is good. You know, their offensive tackles are in question. But they were, what, second, third to last in the league against the run and versus running against them, you know. So their lines are struggling. And picking
That
their offensive lineman, which was a great move. I
Hey,
know
Linda.
I said the other night that you're bad on the defensive line and they pick an offensive lineman, but you have to start in the trenches. And I think this new coach knows that, and he's in a rebuild
What's up,
year.
Drew?
And the
What's up, Daniel
Giants,
M?
Washington, and Dallas are all in rebuild years.
What's up, CZ?
Not saying, hey, fly Eagles fly, we're gonna win it all again. We're gonna get into the playoffs, and I want to one of you three teams has to creep in.
I got to go through my old pictures because I have a lot of pictures of
Dallas
me.
has the best
Can you hear
chance
me, or
over
am I just
Washington
being
because of
ignored?
the sophomore.
No, I can hear you, Brian.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
Bobby, I got to go through my old stuff because I got a lot of old pictures of me. I got a picture of me, I believe it was 9 years old. I was 9 years old when Eagles lost to Dallas lost to the Eagles in the championship game, and I have a
Wilbur Montgomery, baby.
yeah, I
Well,
have a
here's
picture.
what I'm saying. Game time, real quick, to end this conversation.
I knew what it was.
Dak has the most. Dak has the most experience over this Jaden Daniels guy who's a RG3 again. He has the most experience to get into the playoffs.
Get in there, Chris. Get in there. Go after Bob.
That I ever heard right there.
Jaden Daniels is phenomenal.
He does.
Go
Dak,
ahead. All right.
even though he's
All right, Bobby.
2-5
Let
in the
Chris
playoffs,
respond.
he has the most experience. That's 7 games. So he's gonna.
I don't think Chris is going to say negative towards Dak. He's just going to say he's no RG3. But Chris, speak for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, Dak is definitely an experienced quarterback. He's
Thanks,
he's
West
more
Virginia.
than our quarterback, but comparing our quarterback to RG3, I mean, that's the same reason
No,
we
I
drafted.
said the same
They
thing,
had the
Chris,
same
but that
numbers,
was
bro.
more trolling than anything else.
They had the same number.
Nah, well, they're totally different apart. I mean,
Look it up.
3 wasn't even a great passer. We lived by the read option. That's why we went as far as we did his rookie year.
You
I mean,
guys
that
are
was-
drinking
I'm
the same
surprised
Kool-Aid
everyone
that
was
Dallas
RG3.
drinks every year. So Dak has more experience, and he has the better chance in the playoffs than Washington does
Gotta
this
let him
year.
finish, though, Bobby. Gotta let him
It's
finish.
possible, yeah. I would put them right there with us. I mean, we got a
What's up,
lot of problems
Clemente?
too.
Could I
Yes.
say one thing?
Yes, you can.
Just to go back to what Bobby said about us getting, Booker. I think what their number one priority this time, especially Shoddy, was protecting Dak. because he wasn't getting a whole lot with certain players last year. And so I think that's probably one of the first things they thought about. We got to help protect Dak. And Tyler, with what he was able to do, and he was number one guard. I could see why they got him on there. And that's all I can think of right now. Everything else is out, went out the block.
No,
Go
yeah,
around the block. It'll come back.
yeah, I hear
Hey,
you.
don't
Welcome
worry
to my
about it.
world.
Your interior line is great. You just need the outside, and you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
that's why when whoever brought up the run, I guess Bobby was saying pass, pass, pass. I think listen, that's one of those big question marks, right? Now, again, if I don't think it's fair to talk out both sides of our necks when you talk about coaching. If you're saying coaching matters that much, well, on paper, as far as position coaches, we went out and got pretty much, and this is, don't ask me, this is what they're talking, other coaches, they're surprised that Dallas was able to put together a staff like they have. Now, what does that mean? Okay, well, you've heard me and Primetime Phil complain about Mike Solari for the last 2 years, okay? No offense to the man. God bless. I had nothing personal against you, Mike. This is a sport, though, and you have underperformed as a head coach. Just like Randy, who was the Cincinnati Bengal offensive coordinator? Paul Richardson or Paul something that we got? We got the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line coach a few years ago, and he lasted half a year just because of his communication. They had to bring in the old right tackle back. Yeah, you
I
know
don't
him.
remember his name. I
Yeah,
know who you're talking
yeah, but you
about.
know who I'm talking about. The right tackle that we
And they
brought.
brought in Dalton with that coordinator, which
Lyle Collins. Lyle
No, not
Collins.
Lyle Collins. It
No,
was
no.
the white dude that we brought in. Anyway, he actually went to Jason Garrett with the Giants and was their offensive line coach, and then got fired because he got in a fight with somebody in the front office. I can't think of the guy's name. Ultra would know. I know Ultra would know. But what I'm trying to get at is, if coaching really does matter, then let's give it a chance. Okay, let's give this coach, and we have one again. Like one of the best offensive minds now is our offensive coordinator. He's not calling the plays, but he will be involved. Clayton Adams. We got the Kansas State running back, offensive coordinator / running O-line coach. He's going to come in here. I like what they did on defense. We got Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus is
your coaches are great.
I mean, Matt Eberflus has in year one of every stop has done well. He's not going to take it to number one. No, that's not going to happen. But if you can get up in the top 15, then that's huge. We were 29th last year. The 29th. Now, I get it. We had a lot of injuries, but that's, you are who, like you are what your record says you are, right? So that's what we got to deal with. I'm excited, though. And I think we're allowed to be, right, Randy?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I haven't seen this much action in 20
Colombo,
years.
that's it, brother. Tommy T, you got it.
Yeah.
That didn't sound right, Randy.
Mark Colombo.
Well, I don't care what it sounded like. You know what I'm saying.
You know what it reminds me of? Because I remember all 5 Super Bowls. I was little when the first 2 happened, but I remember being with my brother and father watching it with them, and we were so excited and winning, and then had to wait, what was it, 17 years for the third one to happen.
Mhm.
And so this has been like that same kind of time period, just a little longer. But I remember how excited my dad was, how the team was built when Roger Staubach won it that year, and then the same thing when Jimmy Johnson came. Here it was like, why did they hire Jimmy Johnson? He doesn't know anything about NFL. He's college, but it took him what 3 or 4 years, but he did great. And this is the same kind of feeling that's coming on.
When you give Jimmy Johnson full control, they need to let the same thing happen with Shoddy. They have to have full control with him, or else it ain't gonna work, right?
I agree.
You
Yeah,
didn't
but
think the
it's
chance
looking
that,
like it is. It's looking like he's getting more control.
do you think that
A lot
since
different than the other one.
Question, guys. Do you think it's a chance that maybe after Jimmy Johnson and old Jerry made up that he actually pulled his ear and said, let them fight. Don't interfere.
No, you can't tell Jerry Jones anything. Jerry Jones is his own ego by himself. You
That's
can't tell.
right.
And
He
with the
makes
money he's
money
got,
win or loss, Randy, right?
yeah, with the money he's got, he don't give a damn about what anybody thinks. It's about what Jerry Jones thinks.
That's right.
Now I want to get to around the league. Well, go ahead, Robbie. Finish your thought, and then I want to get in. I want to get around the league a little bit. Oh, I thought you said something, Rob. My bad. Are you there, Rob?
No, I'm with you.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't mean to cut you off. Just around the league, and this goes to what I was saying, and I'm sure we'll circle back because Wade's in here. But Adrian Peterson is broke, everybody.
Money.
And now
I feel so bad for him.
I don't. Again.
Oh my God! All the millions he made, I feel so bad.
Well, again, he's got legal issue after legal issue. Now Adrian Peterson is fighting in a celebrity boxing match with the guy that he fought over the poker game with.
Oh,
now,
Jesus.
Listen, man. Adrian Peterson, man, come on, brother. You were one of the best running backs I've seen.
He's a beast.
It's absolutely a shame. These young men, and they're young, okay? He's still a young man. So just because they play NFL, when you see them without their helmet and you walk into, walk up to one in, regular everyday life, they're kids. Even your stars, I was next to Bryce Harper, and he's young as shit. It's like, whoa, that's Bryce. But on TV, he's got the beard. It's just crazy that these guys can't save their money. It's not good. But anyway, what's going on, Eagle Wade? Are you Eagle Wade or are you Walker Wade today? What's up, brother?
I've been hearing a lot of bullshit conversation going on in here.
What's up, man? How are you?
Nah, really?
That's what I've been hearing.
Mark Colombo. That's it, Lake. Thanks, brother. So what are you doing? Are you at Buc-ee's or what?
Nope.
Yeah, you're at the what's that? What cup is that? What's that?
I'm here listening to Robert talk shit.
Are you at racetrack?
Hey, Walker, go watch.
That's fired.
Go watch your videos from 1995 and keep dreaming, buddy.
Here we go. Here we go with the same old stupid narrative. You watching on VHS?
Okay, after we
Still
kick
good.
your ass week one, I'll go back and watch those videos, all right? And then I'll watch the rerun of us kicking your ass.
Eagle Wade's in the house, Vinny Hagen.
Send him a copy, Wade.
Linda Conyers. Oh, Linda, email me your address again. You finished number 1. I'm going to send you something. I'll figure it out, Linda. It may be something small, but you'll get something. I don't have too much Eagle stuff, Linda, but my plan was, this was again, Ultra Cowboy idea. He said to have 4 ladies. Now, it may be two Dallas ladies, but because we don't really have a commando lady. Is there one out there? Maybe Chris Dooley's girl can step in. And maybe do a show like once a month or once every, or like an extra show with 4 ladies, talking football. I think that would be cool. We have Hallie. If we can get Dee in here and be a part of the Zoom crew, and then have Linda, we could have some. That would be good. I think that would be good. It would add something different, and then we can let all the loud guys in later. We could do that. But that would be a great show.
Just don't play ladies' night music, please. That's so cheesy.
Wade, Ultra says you need to go to Vegas.
30 times during the live stream. Jesus. Between ladies' night and oh shit like a billion times. That gets old on Mark's channel.
I deleted that once I realized he had it.
Horrible.
I have a question for the group. As a Cowboy fan, I know our weaknesses are defensive tackle and cornerback and possibly linebacker right now. What are y'all worried about on your teams that you could have problems with?
Yeah, there you go. That's a good question. And
Giants. How about the Giants first?
No, for a fact it's that O-line. Oh my God, I'm praying to God they can get it together. I mean, that's why I'm hoping my defense acts like a beast. Is I have to compensate for my whole line, and I really don't want my quarterback getting hurt in the first 2 games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. How about the
I thought you
Eagles?
wanted Jason Dart to
Yes,
play.
yeah, you do want him getting hurt.
I don't want him getting hurt. I don't want him getting hurt. Then Dart comes in and gets squashed too. Nah, that doesn't work.
Come on, Jack. Y'all
Hey,
need
that
to
could
be.
be another James
Yes, I
Daniels. Come
agree,
on
Drew.
now, bro.
Drew says we need a ladies' night, but it just can't be Hallie. I mean, we can get a couple people to dress in drag, but that's not real. I mean, we need,
Leave Mark out of this.
no, don't be nut. Come on now.
And bring in Momo Monique.
Momo.
Hey,
Oh,
my
yeah,
weakness-
Monique. I like that.
Monique.
Monique.
The
Monique.
weakness on the Eagles is, I said this the other night, is no leader on defense, but I thought about this, and I think the leader is Vic Fangio with young
I
guys.
agree.
I agree too.
That's a good point, and I'll just get in and get out and let you guys talk about it. But he brings a Jim Johnson vibe.
Oh yeah.
And then, all right, I'll be right back.
I
You guys
agree.
can talk amongst yourselves. I got to go do something. But yeah, he brings a Jim Johnson vibe to me. I don't know. Am I
That's
wrong?
I
No,
love
you're
Jim.
right.
Bob, shouldn't you worry about your secondary?
No, we got Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, bro. Come on.
And safety.
Yeah,
Who
I
do
like
you have?
Makuba
Name
too.
your
I like
quarterback.
Makuba.
Yeah, we got Makuba at safety, and Blankenship is our other safety. I mean, as far as leadership goes, though, I actually think that's Zach Bond's role for the taking. I mean, he's proved himself. He's a first-team All-Pro at linebacker. I mean, that's his defense to run now.
And he
It
got
was his
paid.
only good year, Robbie. I hope so. I really hope so.
I think Rob's right about that. And Zach
He's
Bond is
mature
the best
enough
player.
to run it. Jalen Carter, I think, still is a little bit too young. He still shows a little bit of immaturity where he wants to fight some of the opposite teams
I
players and
love
stuff
it.
like
He
that. I
slashed the
love
shit
it, but
out of
that's just not
Biotish and
leadership
knocked him out of
material.
the game. He
Oh
fucking
yeah,
took over that Saints game. He's a game wrecker, bro.
he
He
is.
took over the Rams game. He is a game
He's
wrecker.
the best tackle in
And
the
when
league, and
you
that's
can
my
say
opinion.
you have a game wrecker, and Cooper is the
Over
same.
Chris Jones.
Took over the Super Bowl. We have game
Chris Jones is
wreckers
what,
on
year
defense and
11,
daggers
12?
on offense.
Yeah,
Like
I think he could stop the run with the best of them.
Hey
Yeah,
Rob,
Chris
who'd
Jones
have
is
thunk
amazing.
that? Who would have thunk that you guys got Zach Vaughn? I remember when you guys first got her, everybody's like, "Who?"
Well, see, when we first got him, I didn't even think he'd be in the starting lineup. I actually thought that the linebacker that we got from Tampa Bay was actually going to work out. And
Oh
when
yeah,
he didn't,
Devin White.
when Devin White
Yeah,
didn't work
yeah.
out, because I was like,
Oh,
why
and the
isn't
other
he
guy.
starting? So for Zach
as
Bond to
far
go in
as
there and do what he
the
did, I mean, and make first team All
what
Pro,
Game
that's pretty
Time
impressive.
saying, Rob, Jim Johnson, we had the #1 defense for years with Jim Johnson. He was awesome. I mean, even though we didn't win, I mean, having a good defense got us to the point where we are now. And look what happened. Jim Johnson helped win this Super Bowl in my eyes. Because look what happened. We won the Super Bowl on defense.
But look, same thing
Right?
happened with Parcells when he was on the Giants. Our
Yeah.
defense was beast.
That's
They
right.
went to Dallas and like, whoa.
That's right.
And all this talk about your receiver that you just got from Pittsburgh, is
Pickens.
playing for a contract, so on and so forth. So he's gonna be motivated. Actually, a lot of your players that you signed this year in free agency are cast off former first rounders that didn't work out with their team.
Yeah, that just didn't work out. Yeah.
So
exactly.
there's going to be a lot of motivation. Well, I see that same motivation in Jordan Davis this year for us as well. Since we didn't, extend him and he's playing on his 5th-year option, to me, it's just like he's going to play motivated as well. He's going to want a contract extension. And for us not to, extend him to this point when Howie's used to extending players a year early, I think Jordan Davis is going to go in really hungry as well and have an impact.
You know
here.
what, Rob? If it doesn't work out, we have 13 draft picks next year. So don't sweat it.
I want it to work out
Yeah,
though. 'Cause I
and-
think Jordan Davis could be special.
I do
mean,
too, but
he's
he's
a big
been a
man.
bust. You have to agree. He's been a bust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's what
so.
he was
Orange.
saying. That's what he was
I,
saying.
I don't think
I
he's a bust. I
He
just
is
don't
a
think he's
bust.
lived up to the
He has
13th
three and
overall
a
pick.
half sacks, Rob.
And they're all in the this end of this last season. He also had a sack in the Super Bowl. I mean, to step
He
up
had
and have a
like
sack
19 tackles last year. I'm looking
I
up
don't
stats.
disagree. I don't disagree.
I'm
But
just
it's
gonna
hard to
let
get
them
on the
go at
field.
it, guys.
It's hard to get on
great.
the field when you have the talent that we had out there. I mean, Milton
Like I
Williams.
said, I don't worry
Yeah.
about it. I'm not signing somebody that's going to get 2-3 sacks a year, like a
Well,
Mozzie Smith
I don't mind re-signing them
or a
at the right
Kinlaw.
price.
I want to draft a guy younger that's going to step up.
Well, Jordan
He
Davis
can
is
go
only
on down the
25.
road. I love the Georgia Bulldogs defense, but hey, if you ain't going to work in it, you got to go. Sorry.
Hey, Bobby, those 15 picks you got aren't guaranteed. Remember, they aren't guaranteed you're gonna get a player, a good player.
I think we'll get one out of 13 picks.
You would hope. If not, then you got an issue. You would think.
Or,
so.
Yep.
or package a couple of them up like
Well,
I can
that's
see
what
how
I'm
he's doing,
thinking.
and
That's
and
what I
move
do.
up. That's how he does.
Yeah, Rob, I think that's what you should do. I don't. Again, Eagles roster, you don't have room for 13 guys. okay?
Exactly.
Just remember that. A good roster, you don't have room for all that. You package and move up. You package and move up. You know, that's just
Yeah,
what
we're
you
gonna
have to
move
do.
on from
This year,
Goddard.
Dallas needed all those picks because we lost a lot of guys last year. But you heard me say we were thin. Now, next year, we're going to get more picks, right? We won't have 13, but we may have 9 or 10. And, that's where you can say whatever you want. I think Dallas is going to be yet even better. Not to poo-poo this year. But then you take and you go and lock in on a guy or two and go get your guy. And that's what Ultra sent me, some info on a defensive lineman. It's moves like that. But my only criticism on Dallas is, like the Eagles, like Bobby last year. Bobby didn't think last year was the year, right? So, I think you have to assess where your team is and then go make a move at the deadline. If you have picks to give, don't wait until the draft. Go make a move at the deadline and really put yourself in position, God forbid. Too many times recently, we've thought we've had good teams, just like the game. Everybody keeps going back to the game in Levi Stadium against the 49ers where we gave up 19 points. And Dak Prescott came up short, but everybody forgets that Tony Pollard,
Broke his leg.
He broke his leg or whatever it was. It was done then because we were thin. We were pretty thin. So that's when you go and just fill out your roster, go make a move, go get you a Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry would have been a bargain. Again, that's the only frustrating part. That's my only issue with the Cowboys is they don't seize it these days. They kind of wait and see their draft picks. I think you can do both. That's all. But I'm not poo-pooing. I'm ready for the season to start. We just got to really hold our breath that the players can stay healthy. And that's all we could ask, and get to the season healthy and hope that they can put it together. And I think for other
There is
31
no
teams.
what ifs anymore, right? Game time.
Yeah, there's not. PFF Linda Ultra. I'm just looking at the chat. I'm sorry if I haven't if I missed anybody.
It's who we have and who we gonna get.
Yeah, Linda. That's why.
A lot of agents out there that can be useful.
Yeah, Linda. I get Rob thought I was talking about him. Like Drew sends me a lot of stuff, and it's all Eagle slanted. And I'm not saying it's not. I watch it. It's not all relative. There are certain guys I like Brian Baldinger. I do like Brian, but Brian, again, he was drafted by Dallas. Everybody forgets, but he's an Eagle, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, Brian Baldinger. I love Baldy, but he got suspended. He got suspended for 8 games because he made some derogatory comments about Zeke Elliott. So again, you got to take everything with a And I wasn't talking about Rob, but I just like I get a lot of stuff in pro Dallas, and I will be making some videos on it. I know Ultra sent me some cool stuff, but at the end of the day, it's all ESPN is a bunch of trolls, just like Fox.
Right.
They're all trolls, man. Right, Joe DeMasi? I mean, again,
Yeah, 100%.
they're all waiting for Eagles to fail. Just to let you know, guys.
Yeah,
They're
like Dan
waiting for you to
Cilio.
fail.
I can't
No,
even
Dan
watch
Celia's
that.
ridiculous. I can't watch
I
that.
can't watch that with
No.
Mark.
Neither can
I
I.
love Mark, but I just can't watch it.
A lot of people can't.
It's like, Dan Cilio is just it's like with Robin.
You're breaking up, Joe.
At least other, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
shit,
he's
sorry.
like watching.
Yeah,
He's like
it-
watching a shaven
ahead.
Yeti speak.
It
Wait,
just,
go ahead.
you know what I mean? Like, I love Mark, but man, boy, he's gonna die on that Dak Prescott hill.
Here we go. Eagle Wade's
I
coming
mean,
out.
he's gonna die on it. He
will, Walker.
Eagle Wade's coming
Man.
out.
I do have a question. What
I mean, Dak can
happens?
throw 3 picks in the playoffs
Yeah,
and cost
Ultra,
us
get
the
in here,
game,
man.
and it
He's
still
talking
won't be his
nonsense.
fault.
What is going to happen if somehow, some way, we was to win the Super Bowl this year? What would we be talking about now, and where would people be coming at us then? I mean,
What do you
I
mean?
know it's probably not going to happen because
Yeah,
I'm a realist.
Randy, you're living in an alternate reality.
I
Randy.
knew it.
Yeah, but we're allowed to right now.
Hold on,
Absolutely.
alternate reality. If the freaking hold on, there's been a
Hold
lot
up.
of teams
Eagle
that have
Wade
gone to the
don't
Super
know
Bowl
what
that
he's
didn't
doing.
need
He's
to go
back and
there.
forth.
There's a
Like
lot.
the
There's a
Giants?
lot of teams that made the Super Bowl that shouldn't have been there. Yeah,
Like
the Giants are one of them.
I agree
The
with
Giants
you.
are one of them.
Hey,
the
straight,
Atlanta
I called it
Falcons
straight
in
for nothing.
1998 shouldn't have been in the Super Bowl, but they were. Okay,
Rex
there's a lot of
Hey, I
teams
called
that
it
go to the
straight.
Super Bowl.
Chris May says, that's why I made the Dan pick. What Dan are you going to get? LOL. Dan's waiting for the Eagles. Dan's the same guy who had Eagles winning 7 last year. And
You know, we
yeah.
may get a lucky road in the playoffs, lucky break in the playoffs like y'all, you know, where we play a bunch of bums and you know, guys like that, you know, like we all know the Eagles, they get a bunch
Oh,
of
that was
bums in the
Washington.
playoffs. We
That was
all know
Washington.
that.
Wade, what are you talking about? That Rams
Y'all
team was
get
a
a
good
bunch
team.
of cake. Y'all get a bunch of cake
I
teams
agree,
in
Rob.
the playoffs.
That Rams team was legit.
Walker, that's a
Jared
glitch in
Verse
Hold
the
was
up.
matrix.
Now
so
we're
good.
getting over each other
Make it into
again.
the
Come on,
playoffs.
Bobby. You can't.
Yeah, well, you know what? You did play the Giants that first year you went to the Super Bowl. That first year with Jalen Hurts, you played the Giants. Oh my God, automatic W. Then we softened the 49ers up
catch
for
another
y'all.
stray.
We softened the 49ers up for y'all. Then y'all whooped their ass. You know what? We did y'all a favor.
Hey, Wade,
When
don't
they
Can I
did y'all a
say
favor that
something?
year.
Yes.
don't blame
Hallie,
the
get in
Giants.
here.
You have to blame
When they reinstated
Dak
Tush
Cousins
Push,
Prescott
you know
over there for choking again in the playoffs, and that's why we ended up playing the Giants. Remember,
But-
they beat
Go
Minnesota
ahead,
that
Allie. As
year.
soon as Rob's done. You're
I was
up.
going to go on what Wade was saying about how we softened up the 49ers for you. Yeah, our faces will never be, but their hands were never the same after our faces got done with them.
Yeah.
You know
right,
damn
right,
well
right.
if the Cowboys and Eagles would have played that NFC Championship, it'd have been a lot more entertaining than what we saw that game. That was
I've been
man. We'd
begging
have put
for
up a
that.
better
You
fight
guys
than the
can't get
49ers.
past the first round.
We'd have put a better fight than the damn 49ers in that NFC Championship game. I'll tell you that.
Hey, you know what, though?
That's the
For-
problem.
For Brock Purdy to be hurt, I mean, it's kind of like his backup is kind of like a Trent Dilfer going in there. So you got to give the Eagles. You got to give the
You knocked
Eagles
him out
offense.
too.
Yeah, they went to two
yeah, I know.
quarterbacks.
We went down to the third string, but
Hey,
Purdy doesn't play defense, and Philly ran. I mean, we stomped their defense, and their defense was good.
You know they changed the
can't
rule,
change their
Rob.
defense wasn't
Rob,
good.
you know they changed the rule about the emergency quarterback because of that game.
Because of
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Then when
yeah, we
Ronald
got
Pat
we
Christian
got
captain-
guys like Mark and everyone saying, "Oh, the Cowboys weren't good enough." I'm like, hold on, man. The Cowboys a few weeks before that game
Go
stomped
way back.
Philadelia in the ground. I mean, beat the
Yeah.
shit out of the Eagles that year.
Sorry,
I don't
got
want to
some
hear
super
nothing about the
chats.
Cowboys.
Walker,
Couldn't
that's
get the
why
job done.
Primetime Phil is excited about Will Greer because they added that rule.
All right, let me get to a couple super chats. Sorry, Dirty Sanchez. I stepped away and I missed him. Wade has ladies chasing him around the parking lot every payday. Dirty
I'm
Sanchez.
in the Golden Corral right now. I don't know about that.
What? I would stay away from the ladies at the Golden Corral.
Yeah, there's
You got the meat sweats. I don't know.
we got
about
some
that.
we got some on oxygen over here right now.
And then-
Yeah,
and
they
then-
probably the ones that are in Golden Corral are probably look like me.
got some on oxygen.
The ones that can make Stevie Wonder flinch.
Oh, stop it, Hallie. Dirty
No.
Sanchez, Wade should bring in his ladies. Oh, God. Just go to
Yeah,
Ojos
but he has-
Locos.
He's
Um,
got
He
him
has a
with
ba-
him. He's got him with him.
He's got
It's
a
right
bumper
in his
sticker.
left hand.
He's got a bumper sticker saying "No wide load."
Hey, game time. Wade should bring in his girls like the Godfather used to do in WWE.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
That's funny.
The hoe train.
The hoe train.
The whole train straight through the buffet line.
Oh,
There it
man,
is. There it
that's
is.
hysterical. So where are we at here? We got Philly Old Head. You beat us with our backup Gardner Minshew. Tell the truth, Wade. Yeah, but Wade is having he's back and forth. He's ego Wade 1 minute. He's a little bipolar today. You know, Tim Panel, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Look, we've had the teams, y'all.
We
I
had a
agree.
couple teams.
You had 9 All-Pros that year you lost to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I have to admit that was Dak
All-Pros.
Prescott's fault. He threw 2 interceptions on the goal line against San Francisco. That was his fault.
Again, this is what I say, and again, I'm not trying to be critical.
Look, and hold on. This is where I'm going to defend the
I get cut
Cowboys
off
this
on
year.
my own channel.
Robert.
Thanks, Wade.
What's
Guess
Robert?
Yeah,
left.
go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'll take a step back. It's Wade's. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Wade.
Forgot what I was going to say.
You fucking cut me off for that.
he's turned Gemini.
I was going to talk about how the
I got a question. Who is the team, y'all, for anybody, who is the team that we're looking forward to beating besides everybody, but the one team we're looking forward to beating that has bested us for quite a long time, the number one team, and I know we want the Eagles, but who
It's
else
not the
besides
Eagles.
the Eagles?
It's not the
It would
Eagles.
be the Cardinals. We can't seem to beat
Well,
the damn Cardinals.
to me,
San
it's
Say the
Francisco.
Packers or
Yeah.
the Niners.
Yeah, to me,
Niners.
it's the
Yeah,
Niners,
the
but they're
Niners.
not
Yeah,
on our
you're right.
schedule.
Niners.
I want the Eagles. I got 10 years
Hold on.
gotten beat
He's-
by them.
Hold up.
I remember what I was going to say. Okay, I'm going to defend the Cowboys this year, y'all.
we go.
I'm not going into this year, Randy and Brian, thinking that, we're just going to have a decent season. No. The Cowboys got
You
Dak
don't know
Prescott.
what I'm thinking yet.
The
How do you
Cowboys got
know?
Dak Prescott and a young team. I'm expecting us to win this damn division and march into playoffs. I'm not expecting us to have a losing season.
Who
Oh,
said we're
hell
having a
no.
losing season?
No, I didn't either. No,
Yeah,
I
come
think
on,
you're
man. You
right,
gotta
Wade.
show
I
up
want
more
to
often.
No, there's no excuses
better
this
do
year.
rock.
We got a franchise quarterback. I need to be
rock.
12-5 home field advantage this year. Screw that shit.
You gotta take some antibiotics. Because whatever you caught is getting to your brain. Take some like a cycle of antibiotics. Go on a Z-Pack or something. Nobody said
13-4.
no.
Stay away from the tainted shrimp.
13-4 is ridiculous with our schedule.
Yeah, not with that schedule. Yeah,
I
don't
would
think
say
so.
9-11 is fair. And Wade, all as I want is for us to get into the playoffs. We can sit there and flex all we want, but people are going to. I mean, listen. I'm happy. I'm very, very. I'm going to get into the schedule. I'm going to do my prediction like I did last year, but I need to see more leaves fall right now. I need to see a little bit of something. That's all. But I want to see what Ultra wants to see. I want to see the Cowboys versus the Eagles in a meaningful playoff game. That's all. And if we, that's exactly, because then it's not, well, we're your Super Bowl. Well, if we knock you out or if you knock us out, then that's the final straw. There's nothing more painful than losing that last game of the season. I'm sorry. Green Bay, I can't stand Green Bay and the 49ers.
Yeah.
Way worse than the Eagles. Why? Well, Eagles haven't really knocked us out of the playoffs very often. That's just the that's just the facts. I mean, we lost in the 80s. I was there as a 9-year-old. That's what I was saying earlier. I have pictures of that. I got to find them, and hopefully I still have them. But it was very, it was very cool, though. Just a different time. I remember wearing my Little League Championship jacket. I was waiting outside by the buses. I was 9 years old. I was upset, but I'm probably not. I don't think I was as upset as I was now, like I would be. I was 9 years old. I was so worried about going out playing kickball and, so. But ain't no way 12-5 this year, Philly Old Head. Eagles may get to 12-5. Come on, Philly old head. Oh.
Well, I'm looking forward, and I'm not saying it's this year. I'm just talking about,
Yeah.
while we're building our team. I want us to be able to win more than one playoff game. I want us to be able to at least get in the NFC game, the NFC Championship game. If we win, great. If we don't, then we got
I hear
the
what you're
next year
saying,
to try to,
Hallie. I hear
But
what you're saying.
that's how I'm looking at it right now.
I think,
Super Bowl would be great,
yeah.
but right now, that to me,
Hey, go
that would be
ahead.
a miracle.
Especially with the first year head coach, I think that's a good point. I mean, we just want to get to the playoffs, try to get some wins, and see what shot he's made of.
I like
That's
it,
all.
Daniel. Yeah, and I would say that there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't be upset, Hallie, but after the season's over and you decompress from the emotion, I think we would say, man, that's a great season. And, again, you're not going to, like the dogs are at the gate, everybody's there. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on this quarterback, okay? And
Last year was a wash season. This year needs to be a playoff season.
I agree with that. I
Agreed.
agree. That's why I said, Wade, I don't have to win a division because
I think
it's not about
I
division
don't
wins
know.
to me. It's
There's
about
people,
what you're doing in the
yeah,
playoffs.
yeah, and there's people in the chat that say, "Oh, the Eagles are sweeping." I think it's going to be a close division. I think we're all going to beat up on each other.
I think the Eagles are very, very, very talented. Maybe the most
The
talented.
healthiest team I
But
think that comes out is going to win.
What does that mean after an 18-game season? Now, I bring that up because Patrick Mahomes has come out and said he hates the idea of an 18-game season. Well, Patrick, you're not going to win that one, big guy.
Yeah, I don't think
to the NFL.
No, not with the owners wanting more money.
You give
And they
another
get
With a
bye
paid for
week.
it
TV
anyway.
contract, with a TV contract coming up, there ain't no way they're gonna play 18 games.
Well, because
Yeah.
he ends up getting banged up, and by the end of the year, he's like a he's
Well,
not
that's
too
everybody.
good. Yeah, but I mean him especially. He always seems to
Yeah,
hurt
him
his
especially.
feet.
But aren't they going to add another bye?
You would
They're gonna
hope.
have 2
Yes.
buys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would have to at
Yeah.
that point. You can't
Yeah.
run these players
Mhm.
that
Now, I
hard
will
and
be
I
curious
agree.
to
Exactly.
see.
Yeah.
I'll be
So
curious
is
to
it
see
going
if
to be
they.
actually
Yeah.
19 or 20 weeks that
Well,
that
but
can we
Hallie,
go
I
in?
don't know if they're going to tack it on the end or start earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a good point
I
too.
only say
Probably
that.
start earlier, Brian, because of the you'd get rid of one preseason game.
I'm
Wouldn't you?
thinking that.
Well, there's a
I
week
can see
between.
that.
Yeah, but there will be 2 weeks added. If you add a
Yeah.
game and then add a bye, you're talking 2 weeks, and then you run
Yes.
into an issue with what, Rob? What comes right after the Super Bowl? Isn't it like you got March Madness and
That's right.
but that's in March. But I guess you got I mean, what's after? I guess maybe the college bowls. Is that wrapped up? That's wrapped up before.
That's wrapped up in
That's wrapped up by
January.
January.
So-
yeah, by January.
Like I'm asking Rob because I know he's a gambler. He knows the schedule. When like right after the Super Bowl, isn't there something right there that we have to worry about as far as like sports, like
No.
professional sports? Is there nothing?
There's
the
nothing
fact
that's
that-
like a peak, like in their peak. I mean, that March Madness is still
yeah, that's
just a
away.
couple of weeks away.
But I thought there was
but-
something. I don't
Well,
know.
it's the-
Maybe
it's
it's
the
the NFL
tournament.
schedule. Maybe it's their own schedule, right? Maybe
could be.
it's like the combine, right? Or the
Right.
Senior Bowl. That would all have to be backed up a little bit, I would think.
Exactly. You would have to
Hey,
push that out.
Linda Super Chat.
I'm getting it. Thank you. Roster management will be the key this year because all teams have a good of a season this year. I got to keep good depth. Linda, that's what I've been
That's the key.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying regarding the Cowboys is I think they are a lot deeper this year than they were last year. But on the defensive line, especially defensive tackle, I'm concerned if Jay Toia isn't the guy, then that's a lot of stress on that linebacker crew. And then Randy says he thinks our linebackers may be an issue until you got to remember we're not going to have Overshown. I know Ultra's Overshown, he said, because of his injuries. But, again, we have Kenneth Murray. We have Maris Leofau. We have the dude we got, Jack Sanborn. We have
Ultra is over for show.
Well, I know he said something like I don't know, like a couple live streams ago where he's frustrated with Overshown. I guess we all are, right? The dude just
Yeah,
keeps
he's gotten bad luck though. Let's face it. I mean, sometimes you just have that player that just has bad luck and they get injured. I don't know
Yeah, I mean, we
why.
got money. We're, look, there was our linebacker release from the Bengals. That was pretty solid. They could have
Yeah.
scooped up like a tackling machine, but
Yeah, I hear you. I do hear you on
Hendrickson?
that.
more of a proven talent than what's on the team. I'm just simply saying I'd rather rely on
And
proven
I
talent
want
than
to,
unknowns.
and Ultra brings up something as I want to go. Let's see. I mean, I'll go till 6 o'clock, guys, Eastern. So we got another 15 or 17 minutes, whatever. But what I'll say is, what do you think about that, Rob? Ultra says Dak's record against the NFC East is phenomenal, and with a healthy team, he expects it to stay that way. Now, what would you say, Rob, if you're still here? I think you're still here.
It's that's fair to say up to this point. I mean, what is he 9-4 against us, and then and the Giants he always beats on.
He's 33-8 versus the division since he came in.
Yeah, but the thing is that every year is different.
Hey,
I
Mark
mean,
Buxton, how are you?
last
brother?
year, I don't know if we would have swept you last year, but I know damn well we'd have at least won one of them because every roster is different. Every
You
year
would have
there's
swept us last
so
year.
with so much turnover. If Dak was healthy last year, would he still be 9-4 against us, or would that be more of 9-6? It's just every year is different, and I think at this point, since he's been hurt this last year, our roster was at its peak last year, and has the potential to be at the same level, maybe a little bit less, but still at a high level because our offense is at a high level. I don't know if we'll sweep you guys this year if Dak stays healthy for the whole season, but I'm sure I'm pretty positive we're going to win opening night. I feel good about opening night. I mean, I'll put my money where my mouth is with that, and you know that game time.
You are a glutton to betting either for or against Dallas. You always get burned, so that's good for us. I mean, sorry,
we'll
but that's good for us.
but we'll see. But I'm going to drop 2 on that game. I'm going to drop 2K on that game.
Wow.
I just think we're going to beat you tonight.
Nice. Well, hey, at least he's saying it now, so we know where he stands. So that's good. But
exactly.
I would say this: how we always say, or I hear, and I hear it a lot. And as far as the division, I know Dak's record versus over 500 teams. I get it, but you can only, I mean, I do understand that. But when it comes to the division, we always say, oh yeah, you beat bad Eagles teams, you beat bad Giants teams. Well, you can again, like Rob's saying. Every year is different. I mean, it's not our fault. It's not Dak's fault that the Giants stink, or his record against the division is 32-8. That's pretty darn good. It's not Dak's fault that Dallas. I mean, it's not the Eagles' fault that Dallas stunk last year. It's not.
Yeah. Well, Vinny asked why. If you don't mind, can I answer that? As far as why I feel that way. Yeah. I just kind of feel like how everybody keeps talking. Jesse said it on the last live stream that usually the first 4 weeks is more like your preseason games. You're starting to get a feel. Yeah. But I mean, we don't really have any setback in the offense with the exception of the right guard, where I just kind of think that we're all on the same page. They're all. I mean, Jalen knows their tendencies, and again, we're a running team. I think those holes will open up week 1 and kind of expose your weaknesses, which is we're going to run the ball at you. And if we stop the run, because I don't think you guys, not a knock, but just my assessment is I don't think you guys will be able to run against us. And I think our formula for that game, to answer his question, is we're going to rush 4 and drop 9 in coverage, just like we did in the Super Bowl. And if we rush 4 and have Jalen Carter and Smith and Jordan Davis go at you and drop 7 in coverage, I don't think Dak will have the time to throw, and I don't think he's going to have those lanes to throw through with us dropping 7 in coverage. Yeah, and if we could do that against Mahomes, I think we could do that against Dak.
Yeah, and I would say this. I think I'm hoping you only drop 4 in that first. I mean, only rush 4 in that first game, because I actually think our offensive line interior is going to hold up real well. Now, again, I think where you could cause problems for Dallas would be if you actually came after Dak Prescott early in the season. You get the ball out of his hand, especially now with the new weapons on the outside, with the speed in the running back with Jaden Blue. He's a rookie. I think if you decided to stunt and come after us week one, even though Dak is normally very, very good against the blitz, I think week one, that would be successful. I think if you only rushed four, I think that would play into Dallas' hands. But that's what's going to be fun to see. You know what I mean? Who knows? We'll see.
Why do you think that, though? Can I ask why you think that?
I do because, again, I love a Cooper Beebe in year two. He's going to hold the pocket. He did last year. I love Tyler Smith, and everything I'm seeing from Tyler Booker, and I'm going to do a video on that as well. I have some stuff I'm working on with that. I think the interior of that pocket is going to be solid. Not to say that Jalen Carter, who's an all-world guy, won't get home. He will. I mean, he's not a big sack guy anyway. He's
more of a tackle guy.
But I think he will.
He'll free up the defensive end.
He will. But, in my opinion, especially if Nolan Smith is not ready to go, that just plays early on in the season. I think that plays in their hands if you're just going to go. You saw what happened early in the season last year in Cleveland against Myles Garrett. Nolan Smith, even if he's there, is not a Myles Garrett. I just think early on that would play into Dallas' hands. I would go after him. I would just make these young guys think about stunts and bring the pressure and try and get the ball out of Dak's hands, because I think if Dak has the time I think he's going to have, I think that could spell doom, and that would have to make you get out of that. But again, that's what makes it fun, right? You have your opinion, I have mine, and we'll see what it ultimately happens. But there's a lot that needs to take place between now and then, Rob. And number one is staying healthy on both teams, right?
Health is going to be, and I root for Dak to stay healthy, because I don't want any excuses. I want you guys to go out full-fledged, and that's why I'm happy that we're playing for week one, because I don't want. Even if we have injuries, I don't want. I don't want Eagles fans, because I won't make excuses. To me, who's ever on the field, you go out there and you play. So I won't make if we have a major injury and you guys beat us in the second game or even the first game. God forbid. I hope there's no injuries.
Yeah, I don't want no injuries.
But I don't. I want both teams to be at full health and go out there so there's no excuses. Because I don't like to hear Joe said this last time on the live stream the other night. He goes, Rob, if you lost your starting quarterback, you guys would probably lose too. I was talking about when he was mentioning the Eagles Cowboys game, but actually we did, because our second game
I would say more than a quarterback. Yeah.
Well, no, but that's what he's So I mean, with that said, is we did, because we lost Pickett and we had McKee in there for that second game, and he was still throwing touchdowns on Dallas.
I just want you guys to beat the hell out of each other. I want to see a bloody battle. I'm going to be there rooting for both teams. Beat each other up.
You ain't rooting for the Eagles. You live in the belly of the beast. Who you kidding?
I know. I'm rooting for both teams. I want you to beat the hell out of each other.
We got no corners who besides Bland, says Marcus McFarland. Bobby Babinski, Walker Wade was in diapers last time Dallas won a Super Bowl. You're right about that. Wade, go ahead. You going to talk to Bobby? Go ahead. Or respond to Bobby Babinski.
No comment.
I was 5 years old, so I was shitting in a pot by then.
All right. There you go, Bobby.
That's all I got to say.
Nice. Wade, you got to stop hawing around. Are you going to Vegas or no? People are getting annoyed that you won't commit.
What?
Are you going to Vegas or not?
I meant to go on to Vegas.
You say a lot, but they don't think you're going to go. Look at him. See, he's not even answering the question.
I haven't talked about Vegas much. I mean, I'm more like probably more likely to go to the New York game.
All right. Well, then, again, we're all meeting up in Vegas, so that's the idea.
And I may show up randomly.
Well, again, all right. Well, then you're not obviously going to ruin anybody. So, all right.
I'll sleep at a truck stop.
Yeah, that sounds like it's stinking. He's stinking like
Accompanied.
ass at a circle or whatever they call it, a flying J.
Flying J.
Circle jerk.
I love fans that don't waffle about their teams. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean,
I got a question for Randy.
that's why they're called
Yeah.
fans, though.
If the games are going to get extended, obviously they're going to have to extend more rosters, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. How many rosters do you think they extend? 3,
Well,
4?
if we're at a 53-man roster, I would probably say 56, 57-man roster. You're going to have 3 or 4 more players on each roster, which will actually work for the players' benefit. I know the players don't like playing 18 games, but if you're going to pay 4 more players, that gives people jobs, period.
True.
I do want to say something before anything else. We talk about football every day. We talk about all this other
go
stuff, but I
ahead,
just
get
want
to
to
it,
say
buddy.
prayers for them people in San Antonio, because there's people that don't have their children coming home.
What's the,
count's getting higher and higher.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
What's it up to?
It's up to 121, I believe,
Yeah.
now, and 160 is still missing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They're not going to be found.
That's
Yeah,
the
well,
worst
no,
flood
unfortunately.
in over 100 years. You know that, right?
Yeah, and the sad part is there's people out there that are blaming politics and blaming
Oh,
because
God. Oh, yeah.
all
yeah,
this
no,
other
it's pissing me
stuff.
off.
I mean, it's
It's
sad.
just one of them things. It's just one of them things
It was
that
a-
happened. The same thing with Hurricane Harvey. No one thought the hurricane was going to sit over Houston for like a week.
Look at
Yeah, we got
Superstorm
people-
Sandy. Superstorm Sandy.
It was
Nobody
a
expected that.
perfect storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's horrible.
Bobby says I'm going to California for the Eagles Super Bowl. There you go, Bobby. Was that where the Super Bowl is? Freaking California again?
Oh, Jesus.
Where is it? Is it?
I thought it was in the
California?
Superdome.
Yeah. Oh, you just reminded me, Randy. I was just hearing something a couple of days ago on a radio station. Right now, they got five teams that have a dome. It might be a trend that all the damn, and it might end up being all the damn places stadiums will get domed up.
Blame the
That would
government
be-
for the weather.
Yeah, but that would ruin the fans. Actually, that ruined the fans.
Green Bay is never moving out of Lambeau Field.
I don't know.
That is
Yeah.
never
They've been
happening.
trying to get a
Owners-
dome there for years, and
The
they're
owners
never
are
going to
trending
move
that
out
way,
of
though.
Lambeau.
That's
That's
what I'm
never that,
Yeah,
that
that's-
city is never going to let that happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bobby going to call his Rainbow Bobby. I had it was YouTube guidelines. Yeah, prayers for Texas, D, definitely.
Definitely.
So yeah, all right, we got about 8 more minutes, so let's get to it. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything that's on your mind? Let's get it out.
I got a question for you, Game Time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I didn't like this look, but this is just me. Maybe I'm too old school about it when it comes to my team. But what are your thoughts of the in the team builder with Shoddy taking them to some Greek place? I mean, I know this is.
I didn't even hear that. But what did he do?
When he had the quarterbacks out there dancing to Greek music, slamming plates on the ground and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of a little bit, I don't know, just I guess unconventional.
That it should have been Viking war dance.
And then beyond that, Micah calling his teammates saying "I love you" and shit like that. I mean, I know it was more of a gap, but
it was that good night gig thing.
Yeah. My daughter said that's kind of cringe, Dad. I don't know, these kids come up with these crazy words, but she goes, Dad, that's cringy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I don't care too much about the Micah thing. I would say this: everybody thought year one when Nick Sirianni was sitting on the podium talking about you got to plant the seeds
flower.
and the flowers and
I
was about as cringe as it got, and it got worse because Nick Sirianni I never had respect for a coach who would engage with the fans. Now he fits good in Philly, but he got his act. He learned to zip it right. I don't know if it was Dom.
Right?
I don't know if it was Big Dom who put it.
I think so.
If it was Big Dom who put the boot in the ass, but he has morphed into a quality head coach, and he know what I think. And I'm not really changing the subject, but you asked me as a cringe. Yeah, I think it is, but if you win, ultimately nobody cares. You know, that's what I'm trying to get to.
And I feel every coach's first year is cringe. Look at Dan Campbell. He was talking about biting off kneecaps when he got hired by the Lions.
Bobby says, "Ultra, you punked out."
Yeah, that's true,
a
Joe.
go at it
You're
with
right
Drew.
about that.
Oh, they
That
go at
was-
it all the time.
But I
you
love
know-
it though. I love
Hey,
Dan
Rob.
Campbell's fierceness,
Yeah.
like how he did
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
The
Yeah,
funny thing,
and-
Rob, the funny thing was when this guy shaved his head and played Many Man from 50 Cent. It's like,
Oh, right.
Anyway, he asked me the question. I think it is, but I think that if they win, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni is smart enough to know that he's not a good play caller because he tried. I mean, he knows. So I'm going to transition that into in the final 5 minutes that we have is Eagles have a new offensive coordinator. Okay, everybody and Drew's not here to defend himself, but I don't know where everybody stands. But everybody says, "Well, you got a new offensive coordinator." Now I have video of Eric Mangini saying what a great like his strong traits.
'Cause he had him in New York, right?
Like his strong traits, what he's done. He doesn't get locked in, Brian Schottenheimer, into a system. He looks at the talent. And we talked about it going back to last year, what Kellen Moore was going to do. Was he going to try and shove a Dak offense down Jalen's throat? He did not. And that's what we have to wait and see. But was it cringy? Yeah, it was really cringy. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, it seems very cringe. I did like the fact that he was doing shots. I do like the fact that he's that type of guy, but that only goes so far. It's how you respond after a loss. And I think as Wade, as positive as you are of the Cowboys, Wade, I don't think we see them going 17-0, do we? Wade?
No.
So it's going to be
Yeah.
how he responds after a loss. That's going to be the. See you, Clemente. See you, brother. That's going to be the telltale. How, maybe you lose 2 in a row, right? And it's going to happen. Is Randy still here? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
here.
you Randy, maybe you lose 2 in a row. You can't do a rah-rah speech, right? You got to break it down. You got to say,
No.
I love how it all unfolded. Was I a fan of Schottenheimer? I wanted a Dion off the bat just to bring in some credibility, but then you would have brought in a circus, right? So
Yeah.
Oh, shit
Yeah,
show.
But
I believe in the
already a
first-
circus, though.
Yeah,
It
I
is a
believe in the
circus.
first game against Philadelphia.
Stephen White, what
if,
up, brother?
If we're able to rush the ball for about 120 yards, then the game is going to be on.
That's
If
what
we're
I was
not,
going to say.
I don't
we
think
have
it's
to
gonna be
establish
close.
that. Yeah, we have to establish the run in order to win that game, I feel.
I do
And
too.
you got to stop there. Remember, you got
Yes,
Saquon.
that's the other
Yes, sir. Yep.
I agree.
Dak's got to be careful in that first game. He's going to be testing that hammy. I think he's going to be a little bit tight. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays. I'm really curious to see how he's going to play that first game, just to make sure he can trust it.
That's a good point.
Wade,
Yeah, honestly.
Wade, he brought it up. I want to hear Hammy off the bone.
Oh, God.
Dak Prescott. Dak hammy off the bone. Prescott.
There you go.
His
There it
leg's
is.
going to be on a
There it
spigot.
is.
Bobby Babinski says, "Why is Jesse drinking wine coolers with a straw? Don't you know, Bobby? You take the air out, you get a quicker
Bob Ice,
buzz."
Bud Ice, not a damn wine cooler, and it's a product when COVID. They don't want to touch the lips.
Yeah, well, I just got news that the girl I work with, who I went out and ran, I was talking to. Who was I talking to? Vinny Hagen. I had to run out a scanner all the way out in the middle of nowhere to somebody because we got to have scanners on us to scan all the packages. She just came down with COVID, so let's just hope that she was sick. So let's hope I don't get COVID.
Right.
For crying out
Good luck,
loud.
brother. Good luck,
I told her, I said, because she sounded horrible. I said, "You don't have COVID, do you?" I just found out while I'm on the live stream. Yeah, she's got COVID. So okay.
And there's also congestion. The thing I had was a viral congestion.
There he is,
Everybody's
Lou
catching.
Branch. Let's go. We need Lou in the membership. Come on, Lou.
Lou.
Let's go in.
Come on
here.
in. The
Stand
water's
on
warm.
it, brother.
Hey, game time. Do you have time for just one last question?
Yeah, I do. We got 2 minutes left.
So what are your thoughts on how these other players from different teams perceive Micah? And more specifically, what I'm asking on that is he's talked a lot of shit, and I don't personally like it. I don't like people that jaw a lot. But like when him and Bijan Robinson going back and forth, and when he was saying like, well, if I played, we would have won, and Bijan said it wouldn't have mattered. Or even that other comment the other day when they were making fun of his George Jefferson receding hairline.
Wow.
It seems like Micah tries to have this persona of this tough lion kind of player, and I see these other NFL players like doesn't seem to be taking him all that serious. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I think Micah is really, really good at rushing the passer. It hasn't gone into the playoffs, but all due respect, nobody's played well in the playoffs. So I would say that's not on him. But how do I feel it's a little weird because, Rob, they will sign him. And
they're going to sign him.
No, but what I mean is now it's a different ball game, right? Because now he is going to have because he's going to be the highest paid non-quarterback. Let's just tell everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen. So with that, it's going to come with a lot of expectations. So you have to be more than just a player. So if you keep it up, you need to have skins on the wall to keep doing that year after year, making comments. So he needs to put some skins on the wall. So it is like you talked about cringe. I would say that's a little cringy, but I also think, Rob, you need to let these guys' personalities go. Like when Jalen Carter came in, I don't think it was smart to have Jalen Carter act a certain way. I think maybe Mozzie Smith. I think maybe that's part of his problem. He's had what? This is his fourth defensive coordinator, and I think you got to let these personalities go. Whether we like everything, that's kind of cringy to me. But I think it will go to the wayside if they're successful. If they keep it, if he keeps not doing nothing in the playoffs, whether we think it's Micah or not, that's going to be the narrative. Like Dak Prescott, right? He's won 2 playoff games, but he's lost 5, and the narrative is that Dak chokes. Well, it's on Dak to change that narrative, and it's on Micah to change his narrative that he's a regular season stat guy, but when it comes down to a big game, he disappears. So I would say it is cringy, though. I would agree. Randy, you guys want to answer that regarding Micah before we get out of here? We'll go Randy.
I think they're going to use Micah all over the field this year because we're stacked on defensive ends. We're stacked on edge rushers. So I think Mike is going to be used all over the field. I don't think he's going to stay at the right linebacker. When you got Easy on one side, you could put Dante Fowler on the other side or Sam Williams on the other side. It doesn't matter. So I think that they're going to use him all over the field. He's going to get paid. We all know that. Jerry Jones just likes us talking about him not being paid until it's time to pay him, I guess. I don't know why. But I think he's going to be very, very good for our defense. That's all I got to say.
All right, Wade, go ahead. Respond to what you think about Micah and how he interacts with the other guys around the league, and maybe they look down upon him. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'd like Micah to just shut up and play football. That's just my opinion.
Well said.
It's we got a big enough circus. Got a big enough circus here in Dallas already. I don't need my linebacker or whatever pass rusher going out all over social media, podcasts, mingling with all the players of rival teams. Like, to the fan base, that just pisses us off.
Unless you're winning, right?
I mean, I don't even like.
Winning.
Yeah, if you're winning, I mean, I guess it's more tolerable, but it's like, it's more cringy when you get your ass kicked. It's more cringy when you get your ass kicked.
Wade, we tolerated hookers and drugs and illegal activity, but we won Super Bowls, so it was okay.
Yeah, but I guess.
Look, what I'm
maybe
saying
the Cowboys need to get back on cocaine. Maybe they'll start kicking everyone's ass.
What I'm saying is, and I want to hear from Joe before we get out of here, but what I'm saying is, I originally had that thought, right? But I'd rather have my guy in a podcast studio or being cringy than racing a car like Cavante Turpin or whoever, Jalen Carter before the NFL, or Henry Ruggs, whoever, or doing drugs or beating his girl or what, or I'd rather him being like doing a podcast. Now, Joe DeMasi, like, finish this up. What's your thought? And if Jesse wants to end it, he can. But Joe, as a Cowboy fan, your thoughts on Micah and what Rob said?
Well, I think it's a good point. I kind of thought what Wade was saying, just shut up, play ball. You know what I mean? But I mean, him doing a podcast is better than him going and robbing people and going and getting in trouble. You know what I mean? He needs Dallas too, I feel. So yeah, it's definitely going to get done because I mean, if he was on a smaller market team, I don't think anybody would care about his podcast much.
Yes. And Jesse, finish it
One
out,
last
brother.
thing. Yeah, one last thing. One thing that Michael should realize and should have took it to heart, that inspire him to do the best he can. No talk, more action. When Lawrence Taylor said to the people, "My records are secure." That should inspire him to keep his mouth shut and do what he got to do.
I think to go back to that, I just think that's just should be the way it should be for all teams and Dallas included. I mean, to me, just don't run your mouth. And I say that about Jalen Carter as well. Like, shut up, dude. Just play. Just let your.
And I don't hear Jalen that much. You know who used to annoy me a lot was C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know what's good about the Cowboys? We're not hearing Jerry Jones. Thank God.
Right. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah.
A super chat. Eagle Wade going to be bitching driving week 8. All right, that's Bobby. Final shot. Thanks, Bobby. All right, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. Willie Vassar, where you been, brother? Long time.
Wow.
Miss you, brother. LOL, I have to agree with our players was on dope. We kick ass. Hey, listen. Again, I think all this, it takes care of itself, everybody, if you win. And, that's what it's about. And now Rob is on record. He's going to put $2,000 in Eagles versus Dallas. Oh, yeah. But I just want everybody to know, if Dallas wins, that's not our Super Bowl. Dallas's record after winning the first game, I want them to win.
I'll enjoy it.
No, I'll enjoy it. But just because you win game 1, our season isn't always great when that happens. Now, if we lose, okay,
I'll still enjoy
it. Then that's not good either. So I want to win, but I just want people to realize it's not my Super Bowl. I know Lord Vaughn or somebody has said, it's your, no, it's not. It's a divisional game, and it's important to win. If Eagles win, then they have a big-time leg up. It's all about this. I'm going to stick to my guns here. It's all about the division. Handle your division, you get into the playoffs. But in the end, I think you're risking not making the playoffs this year because I don't know that 10 wins will get you in. I don't know. Yeah. I think a lot of the NFC East has a tough schedule. So I think the 49ers are going to rack up a lot of wins, but they're not going to be a great team. But
the Rams are going to be in there, and I think the Rams are going to win that division.
Yeah, and I think you guys are right. But that all comes down to Matt Stafford being. Yeah, we don't know what Matt you're going to get. So we shall see. But I got to let my dogs out before they unload on the carpet. And no, it's all right. I got it. Anyway, let me get out of here, guys. I will talk to everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. And let's move on from the Zoom call. I think this was a better Zoom call.
Yes.
So, again, as we add more people, we're going to have to do this. So just please be aware that this is how it needs to be. All right? All right, everybody. I'll talk to you. Thanks, guys.
See ya. Take it easy, guys.
I love you guys.
Later, guys.
Later, babies.